of Hrothgar. He went into the place he had been before, stabbing the demon in its butt and its center, because that's the easiest place to stab a demon. He killed the foe which had bested him before, and slowly he went through his inventory, very confused. After a couple of arrows to the chest, he decided it was best to get a move on, and through the white fog he traversed, only to find that same goddamn boulder that he'd ran into before. He got his keys and killed the man again, because, well, he was going to kill him later anyway, so he might as well get the best of him. Checking his inventory one more time, because who needs rings? Well, I need more. He equipped them and then ran all the way through. Hrothgar felt a little bit of pain when he couldn't open the very locked door. However, he found his freedom. Sweet, sweet freedom, yet again, from the stupid asylum that took forever to get away from before, now only taking seconds. A minute approximately. Hrothgar traveled all the way back to Firelink, where he had been yet many times before, and looking around decided that he needed a certain item to allow him to escape. It was an item rare, hard to find, and acquired only by killing the weakest of wizards. He stuck many skeletons in the face. Many a times did he stab them in order to kill them, and raided from them useless items, which he had gotten before, and yet decided to get one more time. He found even more items, and more skeletons, as he climbed all the way through the graveyard. However, he was not held back by this event, as he quickly discovered that his pyromancy flame and talisman were equipped to the wrong hands. Nothing like this, he said. It's so terrible to not grab the right thing when you want it. So he moved around and kept stabbing and proceeded to kill off all the skeletons. He healed, making sure that he'd be ready, and checked his levels and said, "Holy shit, I leveled myself terribly. What a mistake I've made putting all these points into resistance." Some lightning spears later, a giant skeleton decided it was about time to die, and one more heal and he said he was ready to go. However, he was not. There were so many enemies. He kept fighting, but he didn't know if he would make it. He was unsure. Does anybody know if he's going to make it? Well, I certainly don't. I'm only the narrator. He fought and fought harder and harder, and it was very quick, for it had been sped up 4 times. He finally killed one skeleton, but it wasn't enough. He Estus, and he was going to make it, but there was some items there that he wanted, and one giant skeleton, and it was dead. So now there was only one skeleton left, but the giant skeleton wasn't actually dead. It was only pseudo-dead, which scared Hrothgar, and he fought, and he fought, and he died. The giant skeleton was yet again the first kill of the playthrough. Hrothgar responded to Firelink and said, "I feel good today." He recovered and decided, fuck it, I will kill these skeletons only if I have to, and then I will run all the way to get this mysterious item that I need so badly. So he killed them and ran, and he ran, and he ran, he ran so far away he couldn't get away. However, he made it all the way to the catacombs, and seeing the beady eyes of skeletons, nearly shit himself, because they were quite scary looking in the dark after all. I mean, god damn it, they're walking skeletons with swords and shit. That's just absurd. So Hrothgar, having killed several of them, healed, and then fell down, only to discover there were more skeletons. The skeletons never stopped. Why so many goddamn skeletons? There's no enemy variety at all, just skeletons fucking everywhere. And so then he moved further, and more fucking skeletons appeared, and it was terrible. So many skeletons. He could not contain himself at the hate he felt for all these skeletons. He even swapped his inventory. Why? Because he needed to look at it. And then he discovered the necromancer, and he was like, nobody likes necromancers. They're terrible. They're evil people, and nobody likes them. He turned the lever, and stopped it one more time to level himself up. All the points into faith. He needed more faith. All of his faith. He equipped a sunlight maggot earlier. That's what he needed from his inventory. So he went all the way through and said, fuck it, I can finally see. Isn't that great? And he moved further and further, and then he said, goddamn necromancers. They're evil people, and they just appear out of nowhere and decide to stab me. And so he healed one more time before pulling out lightning spears, which he chucked at the goddamn necromancer, who still hit him. What a douchebag. Who takes a spear of lightning to the face, he said. I just can't believe that. He took a spear of lightning right to the chest, and he proceeds to still throw fireballs. Hrothgar kept moving, angling himself so that he could probably hit the necromancer, before healing again and seeing more goddamn skeletons, and they all have the same weapon. It's so annoying. He wondered how many skeletons he would have to murder, and the answer was many. Many skeletons awaited him as he continued through the catacombs, stabbing more skeletons in the back, chaining his backstabs, just links and links of backstabs for Hrothgar. And he finally had made it through some more. He said, that must be, god damn it, there's more. There's more skeletons, always more skeletons. I cannot stop. And so he finally found an item that he'd already picked up, and he was like, God damn it, I shouldn't have come in here because there's 2 more stupid-ass skeletons there to kill me. And so he killed them. Killed them he did. More skeletons. All the stabs that he could offer for these skeletons to teach them a good time in death. He healed one more time and headed up the stairs before finding another skeleton. He wasn't very shocked until another skeleton appeared behind him, and then he was a little bit scared because he had not expected the second skeleton. He quickly turned around and decided that now was the time of Aquarius. Not really. That would be the age of Aquarius, and that's a completely different reference that I was making. And he found a skeleton with a bow. How inventive, he thought. For once, a goddamn skeleton isn't holding a sword of some kind. However, it was still just a goddamn skeleton. So he went and decided this skeleton must die. And die it did. So then he ran away, found a soul, and was like, oh, this path is clearly blocked off. He went away, found another skeleton, and he said, God damn skeletons. He turned it so that he would be able to actually get across the bridge and just found that the skeletons had been waiting, rather stupidly, because they're skeletons, to kill him. So they had to die, and die they did. So Hrothgar ran. He ran as fast as he could, and he found more skeletons. He just kicked them all off a cliff and said, fuck it, I don't want to deal with you stupid-ass skeletons. He then looked over and saw Patches. Patches, the bastard who had kicked him in a hole, except not really, because he killed him before. He decided that he would go talk to him, tried to talk to him through the wall, but Patches didn't want to speak, so he stabbed the walls in anger, and nothing happened. So he ran back and he said, that fucking Patches, he's gonna knock me off this goddamn bridge once I get about halfway across. Goddamn necromancers lit me on fire! So he turned around and he ran, and he inched his way across the bridge, and skeletons, more goddamn skeletons came across, and he said they must die. All the skeletons, they must die. There's no way that I can let these skeletons live in good faith. And so he proceeded to bait out another skeleton, aggroed it, and stabbed it in the back repeatedly, because that's how you kill a skeleton. He then inched his way across and said, that fucking necromancer's not going to get away from me. I'm Hrothgar the Painful. I bring pain. Hrothgar 2012. And so he stabbed the necromancer, but he didn't want him to fall off a cliff, so he made sure to inch him into a corner and stab him several times, and yet he wouldn't die. And Hrothgar was in fear, because he didn't die, but then he did. So everything was good. Hrothgar inched his way down the steps, killing another skeleton who appeared in a corner, and which Hrothgar did not appreciate because skeletons shouldn't just appear in corners. And he proceeded to head further down. He got stabbed trying to pick up an item, and he was like, God damn traps. And then skeletons appeared, and he said, I fucking hate skeletons. There's so many of them, and I've killed so many so far, but they don't stop. They don't stop coming. So he backstabbed. He backstabbed, and he stabbed some more. And then he got down, and he said, well, which way do I go? I don't think I go down this bridge, but there's a fucking necromancer. I'll kick him down this hole and kill him. And that's what happened. And so he proceeded to walk back up, and he said, fucking skeletons! But I want that item. So he stabbed the skeletons, and he continued to stab them more. More and more stabs were being occurred, all while Hrothgar waited desperately for his attempt to stab the skeletons that he could now finally see. He proceeded to head in and grab his items, not get hit, and was like, I'm a fucking boss. And then proceeded to walk out and said, guess what? As another lever. So he hit the lever and he ran back upstairs, and it opened up a hole in the wall, and he was like, holy fuck, these are very intricate catacombs considering that they're operated on this crazy fucking trap and shit, and look, a goddamn bonfire. So he stopped at the bonfire, rested, and made sure that he could get some help. He then went up and said hello to Patches, who asked him if he was a cleric. Of course he's not a cleric. Nobody's a goddamn cleric when Patches asked. So he fell back down and was like, okay, good times to be had. I don't want to cross this bridge. Patches is gonna fuck me. So then he went back and he went downstairs, and there were more skeletons because he rested at the bonfire, and he was like, fuck, I shouldn't have rested at that bonfire because of all these goddamn skeletons appearing. And so he killed them. And he tried to circle, but that skeleton would not let him backstab, but he did. So he died. And then he kicked another skeleton down the stairs and said, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna roll. And he rolled and he died because he shouldn't have rolled, he should have walked. But Hrothgar forgot about that, and therefore he rolled. Rolled like a dumbass motherfucker. And therefore he went back up and said hello to Patches one more time. And Patches was like, I'm gonna kick your ass down a cliff. And he was like, fuck you, Patches. And so then he proceeded to go and backstab more skeletons. All the skeletons needed to be backstabbed. That's the only way to deal with skeletons, Hrothgar thought. I just have to keep on backstabbing. Yet again, I will backstab more. These skeletons were giving him trouble, and then he said, I've recovered my health, I will heal, and now I will walk off this cliff. I landed. Oh look, I landed again. I will walk off again. Walk off more, and holy shit, I healed. Where'd those skeletons go, Hrothgar thought as he landed in the hole, and holy fuck, a fucking skeleton appeared with a fucking pickaxe. Hrothgar was shocked, because more goddamn skeletons appeared, and then he died because the cutscene triggered and he didn't get to fight the skeletons. So therefore, Hrothgar was like, motherfucker, I can't even live when I land properly. So then he went back down, and he said, holy shit, I've got to kill these skeletons again. I'm so sick of killing these same two skeletons. They always do the same fucking thing, and I just backstab them. I backstab them to death, and then they get back up because I die, or I go to a bonfire. So Hrothgar continued, and then he fell down. He fell down one more time, and he said, fuck it, I'm just going to try and stab that skeleton. And he missed, but he recovered, and then he killed the other skeleton, because fuck that skeleton. So he went over and talked to the magical blacksmith, Vamos. And he said, Vamos, repair my shit for me, bitch, and give me some stuff, and thank you. I could really use all this. And then he proceeded to walk outside. And he discovered that, holy shit, wheel skeletons, but he can run past them. He can run. Oh, no, he can't. Hrothgar tried as hard as he could to run past, but it just did not work. He thought he could do it, but he couldn't. So he went back down and he said, motherfucker, I have to kill these same 2 skeletons yet again. They always keep coming back, and I always keep stabbing them in the back, but they keep coming back thinking that they can kill me. And they can't, because I'm Hrothgar, bitch. And so then he picked up the things that he found and ran and kicked more skeletons and ran and healed and ran and still kept going down the stairs. Down he went. And he healed himself and went down one more time and decided, heal again, why the fuck not? And he stabbed 2 skeletons. And then he was like, fucking wheel skeletons are going to die. I don't like them. They're quick, they stab me, and they are going to die. And so he proceeded to get them in the corner and stab them as hard as he could. Hrothgar looked around and he said, where the fuck are the rest of them? And boom, they fucking appeared like a goddamn erupting volcano. And so Hrothgar stabbed them and killed them. And then he said, well, are there more? Are there more? Of course there are more. They fucking appear out of nowhere. So Hrothgar killed them too. And then he said, well, fuck. I think I can make it. I have recovered. And oh god, there are more wheel skeletons. I chased them down and I shall stab them. And that he did. He chased them down. He stabbed them. And holy shit, there were more. And so he stabbed them again. And then when they were dead, Hrothgar said, I think I can make, oh motherfucker, there are 2 more. So he killed them. And then he proceeded to say, well, fuck, that was a lot of work. Oh my god, another one. And so he chased it down. It ran, and then he died. That was unfortunate for that wheel skeleton, wasn't it? It died. So Hrothgar came up and he said, time to re-equip my trusty lightning spear. As he grabbed it, made sure everything was set, and then he jumped into the pinwheel. Pinwheel was standing in his desk like a dick, not even looking for people coming in. What a douche could do. He didn't have a fucking rug out or anything. He just sat there and looked around like, oh, I'm working. Fuck you. And so Hrothgar said, which one of you is the real motherfucker? And tried to stab it. It didn't work, but he eventually found the real motherfucker, and he stabbed him to death. Repeatedly. Hrothgar taunted, well, what is it? I got the right of kindling, bitch. And then proceeded to return home, using a homeward bone. Hrothgar thought, well, maybe if I just run away as fast as I can, these goddamn skeletons won't be able to kill me. It was an interesting idea. Hrothgar went the wrong way because he had no spatial reasoning, and then proceeded to try to run. He ran as fast as he could, but he got hung up on a corner, and then he got lost, which was rather common for Hrothgar, and then he died. He got gangbanged by skeletons, and it was a terrible affair. So therefore Hrothgar said, well, fuck it. I'm going to have to fight these skeletons yet again. And so he did. He went in, and he ran, and he backstabbed, and he stabbed, and he backstabbed, and he stabbed, and he danced. He danced with the skeletons. They wanted to dance with him because they're assholes, and they wouldn't die. And Hrothgar was like, I don't care, skeletons. I just want you to die so I can fucking leave the catacombs. Nobody likes the goddamn catacombs. And so Hrothgar healed, made sure that one skeleton was dead because it might have been a bitch and snuck up behind him, and then continued on. He continued on, discovering that, well, the fucking catacombs suck. And he tried to run, and it still didn't work because there was still just skeletons everywhere. And he said, I just want to fucking leave. What is wrong with you, I can't even leave. So he kicked one off a cliff and said, take that. Take that, dumb skeleton. Ain't nobody got time for your shit. And then there was one, it was stuck on some pots. So Hrothgar looked at it and laughed. And then it finally broke loose, so he backstabbed it to death, which was a very honorable way for that skeleton to die. And then Hrothgar discovered that there was his health, so he recovered it, and he fucking ran. He ran as fast as he fucking could, and he discovered, well, it was working for once. He healed to make sure that he could make it, and then discovered, oh shit, a bonfire. Look at me, I made it. So then he ran out and was like, oh fuck, how do I get, oh, there's a ladder. That's convenient. So he climbed up it, discovered that there's a skeleton at the top, but he didn't give a fuck. He just ran for it. He ran right past him, and he said, holy shit, I could see the light. I'm like Jesus or something. And then he left, and he ran all the way through the graveyard, and he tried to pick up the binoculars, and he was like, fuck, it won't let me pick up the binoculars. Why can't I? They're right there. My hand is literally on top of them, and I can't leave. They won't let me pick them up. So he left. He said, fuck it, I'm going to the shrine. And then he became a human. Yay, humans. And he kindled that fire. And he got more humanity. Well, he hasn't yet, but he's going to. So that he could kindle that fire some more. And make it the most powerful fire in the land. And so he did, and he proceeded to go back up, and he said, holy shit, look at all these skeletons. Except they're not skeletons, they're like fucking hollow warriors or something. That's way better than skeletons. Skeletons suck. I'm sick of skeletons. And then he proceeded to pick up all the shit that was just laying around, and he was like, why the fuck is all this laying around? As he backstabbed enemies, just really confused as to why people just leave perfectly good things laying about. He turned to the left and saw a rat, and he said, fuck that rat, and stabbed it. And then he ran all the way out, and he was like, oh man, look at this beautiful undead bag. And why is there this white fog wall? Oh, well, I'll have to kill everybody in order to see what's inside of it. And so he did. And then he picked up more random things off the ground, and more random things. He was like, holy shit, people just left this soul sitting here. I can't make that jump. I'm going to try, but I really can't make that jump. And so then he said, all right, if I can't make that jump, I might as well just keep on going. Holy fuck, a dragon! And I'm invaded? I got invaded while looking at a fucking dragon. Who does that? What sort of ass? Oh, there he is. Hello. Hello, sir. How are you? Hi. Yes. No, there's an enemy right there. Okay, there we go. The enemy's dead. Hello. Oh, let me bow. How are you doing? Hey, where are you going? Okay, well, I'll follow. Okay, hello. Yes, hi. How are we doing? Are we going to do this? Let's do this. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to fight you. Okay, where are you going? What? Why are you going back? No, not back up. We already were up there. Where do you... Come on. God damn it. Let me just... Oh, well... goodbye. All right, well, that was good enough. Now on to the bonfire. Hrothgar thought as he ran right into the bonfire. And he decided, well, maybe I should do things like level. And therefore he did. He put points into levels, and he confirmed it. And he said, fuck yeah, this is the best way to level. I'm going to do things. He therefore looked at his equipment and was like, oh, well, fuck it. What I got's good. And he ran all the way back, and he saw more men, so he stabbed them too, because that's just what you do to men. They don't really do anything unless they die. So Hrothgar was pretty happy with all this, and he opened up and he found some things in the chest, and he was like, oh, I've done this before, haven't I? And so he killed the men, and he discovered that he didn't have the fucking key he needed. And he was like, damn it, I want that key. So he ran all the way up, killed all the men throwing fire, because what assholes, throwing fire off a roof. And he rolled back down, and he said, where the fuck is that key? Somebody has the key, and I want it because it's mine. And so he stabbed more men. He stabbed them all the time. He took more men and stabbed them, and then he rolled down into boxes, discovered a man behind a bookshelf who he promptly killed, and then he was like, hey, motherfucker, send me the key. Thanks, bitch. And then he bought the key, and he bought some repair powder. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. And so he bought it and was like, okay, this is all good. Let's go. And then he proceeds to go and travel along, stabbing more undead people, because these undead people just do not like not being stabbed. And he picked some shit up off a roof, jumped to another roof, proceed to walk around, get up on another roof, and take more shit. He's just stealing shit off of people's roofs. People are leaving this shit perfectly. Look at this man. He's stealing shit off of a roof. But that is how Hrothgar worked. He would take things from men's roofs and use them for his own good, because these men weren't here anymore, because it was the undead burg. So they were either undead or they'd left. Little Billy wouldn't get his soul of a great hero for Christmas because Hrothgar took it. Except Little Billy didn't exist anymore because he was undead. That's the story of Little Billy. So anyway, Hrothgar ran around and he said, holy shit, I'm lost as fuck. Let me go up here. What about up? Is this where I was supposed to be? Oh, wait, I was already here. Fuck me. All right. Oh, nope, back down here. All right, where am I? Fuck it, I gotta go around again. Hrothgar ran the circuit about 2 or 3 times before he finally got everything he needed, and then decided to keep going with his life. On and on he went, further and further around, and he was like, you know what I'm looking for? Look at that guy, he jiggled a little bit. Hrothgar laughed at the man as he jiggled a little bit. He taunted him. He got a gold pine resin, which was completely useless considering his weapon is already enforced with lightning. And Hrothgar said, fuck it, I want it. It's mine. I'm taking it. And holy shit, a fucking flaming barrel. Who does that to people? And Hrothgar healed, for he knew it was coming up. He saw them, and he turned around and he said, well, what's behind him? And nothing. There was nothing. It was a fucking pit. And so Hrothgar was like, alright, time to kill him. Sorry, McDouche, son, you are to die. And die he did. Really quick. 2 parry and riposts, and that's all Hrothgar had to do to kill Sorry McDoucheson, the Black Knight. And so he climbed back up, and he was like, fuck, that door's locked too. I'm really not happy about that. Where is that Pokemon? I want to stab the Pokemon. And Hrothgar found it, and so stabbed that Pokemon he did. And then he said, well, I don't need all this shit equipped, so let me just go out here. Oh, there we go. Climbing back up the tower. And look at this. 2 men dead. 2 men dead at the top of a tower. That's what the headline read later that day. As Hrothgar tried to use gold pine resin, and he couldn't because his weapon was already lightning. So he climbed back up the ladder again and said, holy fuck, look at this giant-ass... Oh, look, it's almost dead. He proceeded to back up, throw lightning spears at it, because no respect should be given to a giant demon who waits for people to come and then jumps off cliffs and shit. And so Hrothgar stabbed him in the chest, and that's how that demon died. Hrothgar even taunted that demon. That's how bad it died. It was such a bitch. Hrothgar then said, I should probably equip a good ring, and so he equipped the wolf's ring. And then he picked up some shit he found in a barrel. And then he ran down and he met Solaire, the great knight. Hrothgar talked to him momentarily before running out and saying, oh god damn it, the fucking dragon lit everybody on fire again. And then he ran for it because he was like, holy fuck, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill that goddamn dragon. That's what Hrothgar decided he would do that day. So he outfitted himself purposely with all the fiery weapons that he could to protect himself from all the fire that goddamn dragon would be spitting out. He was like, this fucking dragon, I'm going to make sure that it never burns me. that dragon will have no power over me because I am Hrothgar. And sure enough, that's what he was trying to do. And guess what? It didn't work. Because guess what? It was a fucking dragon. It had tails and shit. It has talons. Look at it. It's going to beat his ass. Hrothgar was like, not today. I'm going to kick this thing's off. Fucking it. Oh, fuck it. Hit me. All right, I'm dead. All right, that didn't work very well, Hrothgar thought. Unless he said, I might as well try again. I mean, I got nothing to fucking lose. Fucking beat the shit out of me. I can try again. Why not? And so that's what Hrothgar did. He ran back up. He waited. He decided to take a drink. And as he was taking a drink, the dragon was like, yo, motherfucker, what's up? And so Hrothgar had to hurry, recovered his stuff, and was like, oh, I gotta heal. Oh, I'm on fire. Heal. Oh, fuck it, hit me again. Heal. Oh, fuck it, hit me. Oh, I'm dead. And so Hrothgar said, well, this plan's pretty shitty. It's not working very well, and quite frankly, I'm dying. And I don't like dying, because that's no fun. So Hrothgar ran back up, and he said, all right, fuck. Can I get up? No, I cannot get up. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm hidden. All right, let me drink. I'm going to try this again. All right, no, fuck that. I'm not trying it again. That was a joke. Putting all my shit back on. I'm just going about my business as if this never happened. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He did it, and he did it rather slowly. Holy fuck, Hrothgar's having problems putting on his fucking gauntlets. Come on, hurry up. I'm the narrator. I don't have time for this shit. Oh my god, Hrothgar, really? You put on the wrong fucking pants? Come on, you don't even know what pants you were wearing. There you go. Put on your fucking waistcloth, you pansy. And so that's what Hrothgar did. And then he kicked people down. And then there were 2 rats. He expected 3, but the third one was a bitch, and it decided not to come. So Hrothgar was like, I'm going to climb up this fucking tower. Oh, look, the gate's closed because I forgot to do that. So Hrothgar went back down and was like, I gotta open up the fucking gate. I mean, what the hell else could I do? And so that's what he did. He ran, and he said, shit. It's all the way over there. What do I do? Come on, dragon. And then it did. And Hrothgar was like, suck it, bitch. I'm all the way over here. I opened up the gate. You suck. And sure enough, the dragon did suck. It didn't do anything about it. Hrothgar laughed at it as it ran away. And he stabbed some men, and then he was like, oh, well, you know what? I better heal. And so that's what Hrothgar did. And then he decided, you know what? I'm going to go fight that guy up in the tower that kicked my ass a lot before because I'm going to show him what a bitch he is. And that's what Hrothgar did. He backstabbed him. He ran behind him. He backstabbed him again, kicked him down the stairs. And then he stabbed him once or twice, and he came back up. And Hrothgar was like, you know what you need? You know what you need? One more backstab. That's what you need. And then he died. So Hrothgar ran back down, and he was like, look at this. Look at this. I got all the levels in the world, and I'm going to use them. And so Hrothgar did. And then he was like, maybe I should use something other than this fucking spear, because, spears. And so he looked, and, maybe that one. No, maybe that one. Oh, what about this? This one looks good. No, that one's shit. How about, maybe here. Maybe, I'll put points into that. Okay, we're good. And so Hrothgar kept going, needing all the faith in the world, as he ran in, stabbed, and then he just ran back up. He completely forgot about that fucking pig he has to kill. He was just like, oh, yeah, there is a pig, I guess. All right, well, everybody's dead now. Oh, except for these guys. No, what a douche. There, now he's dead. And therefore, Hrothgar said, let me fight this fucking pig. This pig will walk. Oh, I fell on the pig. And that pretty much, I fell on the pig twice, and the pig died. That's all that had to happen. Hrothgar's massive girth crushed the pig. That's all he had to do. What kind of warrior crushes a pig? That's fucking terrible. Anyway, he proceeded to climb up the ladder, and he said, oh, look at this. Look at all these men I have to kill. Let me walk across this beam, which surprisingly supports my weight. And then, right through the white fog. All this white fog clouding around doors. Hrothgar thought it was rather strange, and he was rather annoyed by it because fucking walls. So therefore, he kept running around. And running around some more. And look at that. He found another man to backstab. Huh. The creativity behind Hrothgar's strategy is just awe-inspiring. And so he backstabbed some more men because that's just what he did. And proceeded to find, 3 more men. Oh, maybe they should all die by a backstab. Man, Hrothgar is really talented at doing that. He's pretty goddamn good, actually. And then proceeded to run down and said, you know what, boss fights, I'll do them later. I got a fire here to kindle. And so he became a human again, and then proceeded to kindle that fire. And then he said, you know what, I'm going to go talk. How you doing there? Let me see. Can I repair all my shit? Yeah, he did. And then he was like, you know what, I'm going to up this weapon and make it cool. And that's what happened. And he said, you know what, I'm going to try this cool weapon because it's, it might be good. But it looks pretty powerful. Who knows? Maybe it'll be better than what I'm using right now. Let me reinforce it some more. Fuck it. I got the money. I'm just spending. Just big spender here, Hrothgar was. And then he said, you know what? I will test it on the ultimate enemy. The enemy that has kicked my ass way too many times. And so he tested out his weapon and said, you know what? I'm going to replace this with that same flame again because fuck it. Now I'm looking for a good shield. I got to find a good... Holy shit, Hrothgar. Pick your shield. There's not that many. This should not take you this long.
Any day now. There you go. That one looked good. No, back up there. That one, no, that one. There you go. That was the choice you should have made the entire time. Way to go. So he finally picked up his shield and he went to fight the Titanite demon, the worst demon of all. I don't even know if it's a fucking demon, but I know that I hate that thing because look at it. One-shotted Hrothgar. Our hero was one-shotted. One shot. That's all it took and he's dead. That's all it took. This is embarrassing. He's an embarrassment at that. And so Hrothgar said, no, I'm not an embarrassment. I'm going to get him this time. And so he went back and he recovered it again. And look at this. He tried to use the same move to one-shot our hero, and it didn't work. But then he whipped him with his tail. He's getting tail whipped. You know what that move does in Pokemon? Absolutely nothing. And there Hrothgar died again. Again to the same demon. It was embarrassing. Hrothgar felt pain. He felt fear. He was crying on the inside, but he said, God damn it, I'm going to kill this motherfucker if it takes all day. And so he went back and he recovered again, and look at that. Look at that. He's throwing fireballs. All you're doing is throwing fireballs, Hrothgar. Is that all you have? Hrothgar decided, no, it's not all he has. He's got fucking lightning spears. Look at this. Look at all these lightning spears I'm chucking, bitch. I got lightning spears out the ass. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He kept throwing lightning spears. The Titanite demon didn't know what the fuck it should do, especially when Hrothgar just charged in and stabbed it a couple of times. And then he was like, you know what? I don't know that I like this sword. This sword, while powerful, I don't think it really screams me. But I'm going to keep it for a little bit longer. And so Hrothgar did. And then he walked outside and was like, the fuck is wrong with me? I'm equipping the spear again in my regular shield. And so then he backstabbed more because he was an innovator, Hrothgar was. Everything should die by back. Oh, holy shit. Hrothgar forgot that guy was there because he thought he already killed him, but he hadn't. So Hrothgar was like, I don't want to catch a certain channeler attacking me because this channelers are douche canoes. So he then proceeded to go and he said, oh, let me get this shortcut open. And while I'm here, let me equip a ring. Because I have all this time and nothing better to do with it than open up shortcuts and equip rings. And so that's what Hrothgar did. And finally he got back out and he was like, oh, hey, look, another dude. Let me kill him. All right, hold on. No, any second now. I can't backstab him. It's too narrow. Oh, there we go. All right, hey, channeler. That's what Hrothgar screamed. He just screamed, channeler, as he ran around stabbing dudes. And the channeler finally came around the corner and Hrothgar was like, hey, I got your pants, bitch. And he stabbed him to death. And that's what happened. So he ran around and he said, oh, look, another one of these knights. Oh, it's dead now. And so he rolled through this door because that's what people do. And he let out a certain knight, Lautrec. Now, Hrothgar knew that Knight Lautrec should die. But Hrothgar forgot that he needed to kill him in order for him to die. So he just ran away. And then he decided, maybe somebody will summon me. Nobody summoned Hrothgar. Hrothgar was lonely. He was forever alone, one might say. And then he rolled back down and was like, oh, man, I just want to be summoned. That's all I want. What is this fucker doing? He's dancing around me. Die. That's what Hrothgar. He literally screamed die at the man, hoping that he would die. And the summon sign got cancelled. And so Hrothgar said, well, maybe I can summon somebody who will truly love me for who I am. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He revived to be a human. And he was like, oh, people love me. Kind of. Not really. But anyway, Hrothgar kept running and he said, all right, I got this. This will be great. Keep running. And then he stabbed him. And he stabbed him and he kept running up and he said, I'm going to do this. So help me God. And so Hrothgar ran. He ran so far away and he discovered that absolutely nothing could happen. He kept stabbing them, but they wouldn't die. He just tried everything in his power and it just would not work. So Hrothgar ran and he said, you know what? All right, here we go. Hold on. There we go. Up we go. All right. I'm going to heal. I'm going to summon somebody. And so he summoned nobody. He went back down the ladder and he discovered, holy shit, I'm being invaded. Oh shit, there he is. He invaded me right there. Oh my god. Oh, he's fighting him. Oh, he jumped down to stab him and he got backstabbed. Hrothgar's own tactic used against him to kill him. And so Hrothgar said, well, this is the worst. I'm not happy with this. And thus Hrothgar said, all right, here we go. All right, I'm going to go up. There we go. All right, I'm good. Here we go. Down. All right, there. And okay, I think I'm about ready. I revived. I've got all my shit ready. I'm going to summon somebody and they're going to be awesome. And then we're going to run and we're going to fight together. And it's going to be like a good old-fashioned time. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He found that he was being chased, though. So he stabbed a couple of dudes and then he ran back up and he was like, oh, fuck, all these guys respawned. There's so many of them. Why did that dick have to invade me? And so Hrothgar killed and killed and killed, and he killed some more. And some more men died as Hrothgar killed them. And then he ran back up, recovered his strength, and said, all right, time to heal. And now up we go. Except that's not what happened. Hrothgar actually tried to get summoned, but since he was forever alone, nobody ever wanted him. So he summoned Solaire again and said, all right, Solaire, come on, let's go. Praise the sun. Let's go fight these gargoyles. And so fight the gargoyles they did. Hrothgar was fighting as he stabbed these men. He just ran it, and they were like, holy shit, look at all these men go. Oh, god damn it, stab him in the back. Oh, I got his tail. I got his tail, Solaire. Oh, Solaire, you're on fire. Solaire, watch out, you're on fire. Oh, Solaire. Oh, no, Solaire, oh, you're dead. Soldair, oh fuck, my phone alarm's going off, Soldair, I'm scared, oh, and then he died. Hrothgar died out of fear because an alarm went off and it scared the piss out of him and he wasn't able to keep his concentration on long enough to kill the goddamn gargoyles. So Hrothgar said, well, fuck it, I gotta become human again. Such a pain in the ass. And so what did he do? He looked around his inventory, and then he still looked around his inventory, finally became human, and then decided, all right, it's time to go. Let's do this. I'm going up and up I go. And sure enough, he decided to go back down, and then he ran, and oh, look, he's still being chased. So he has to kill these 3 men. Oh, but only 2 of them. He then kills the knight, and then said, all right, let's go. Up, down we go. Up, nope, back down, up and down, Hrothgar went. He couldn't decide which fucking way he wanted to go. And so then he said, okay, here we go, time to die. There, and we're good. So he ran back up, summoned again a man by the name of Solaire, and discovered that, oh, there was somebody else. Somebody else could help him. But, oh, no, they couldn't because he didn't get to the summon sign in time. Oh, he tried to. He's going to summon him. Oh, shit, a knight invaded him, so he ran through. The knight got vanquished. He recovered his shit. The gargoyles were right on his ass. Solaire finally fucking appeared, and he got to manage to summon somebody else. So he was happy. Hrothgar was happy that day. He wasn't forever alone. Somebody else came in and helped him. And so he was happy on that day. He got a sunlight medal, which was his greatest happiness in the world. And as he proceeded to run, he finally discovered, oh, I can climb ladders. Look at this, I'm climbing all this ladder. Snake eater. As he climbed the ladder higher, he kept going up, and then he discovered, oh, look, a bell. Hey, let me ring that shit. And so he did, and then he went back down. Down he went, and holy shit, there's a dude here. Let me talk to him. And Hrothgar couldn't figure out what the fuck he wanted to buy, so he decided to buy a spell. He didn't know if he needed the spell, but he wanted it, so he bought it anyway. Therefore, Hrothgar left, and he said, oh wait, hold on, let me get a certain jester, and then he ran away. After getting his jester, he ran all the way back, and Hrothgar said, well, maybe, just maybe, today will be the day somebody wants to summon me. And so Hrothgar ran. He ran, and he killed, and he put down a summon sign. But nobody fucking wants to summon Hrothgar, so therefore, mainly because they could not take his awesomeness. That was written in here, so I felt I had to say it. And therefore, Hrothgar kept running, and he said, hey, can you repair my shit? Thank you. Okay, there we go. Hold on, no, I don't feel like upgrading that anymore. It's too good. There we go. And so Hrothgar ran. He ran, and he kept going. And he realized his keys. He didn't have the key he needed. He wanted the master key because he realized he might have to do Blighttown. Hrothgar hated Blighttown. It was an evil place, really annoying, and it took fucking forever. And therefore Hrothgar wanted to skip it, but he didn't have the key he needed. So instead, Hrothgar had to keep going. And going he did, stabbing people all along the way, stealing all of their shit. And so Hrothgar continued, and he discovered, I'm back where I was. Fuck, I don't know where I'm going. And so Hrothgar looked to his left and fuck, I didn't open the gate. God damn it, Hrothgar said, as he realized that he hadn't opened the gate. And so he went back down and said, is this the way to open the gate? I don't really remember off the top of my head, so I'm just going to keep going this way. And so Hrothgar did. He continued, and he put on another heel. And then he ran up another ladder, and he was like, motherfuckers, I've already been up here. I've done this before. I've literally done this exact path. I've done all this. Why am I still... And then he stabbed... Well, he didn't have to stab anybody, because he already did, because he's done this before. So then he went and he said, oh, let me pick this up. Oh, hey, there's a... Yep, that guy's dead. That guy's dead, too. He appeared out of nowhere. Hrothgar didn't like that boulder knight. He scared the shit out of him. He finally opened up the gate and he said, fucking finally, let me go down. God damn it, get out of my way. You out of my way too. You're annoying. There we go. Thank you for dying. And Hrothgar stopped at the bonfire and said, oh, let me offer up this sunlight medal. Yay! And so then he proceeded to try to offer up another sunlight medal that he didn't have. And so Hrothgar killed. Except that one guy who wouldn't die. He had problems with it, but Hrothgar killed him anyway. And then he ran and he said, holy fuck, the whole world's going to be on fire. The whole world is on fire. And Hrothgar ran and, got fire right up the butthole. That's the worst. Yeah, that little Channeler's waistcloth ain't helping you with that, huh, Hrothgar? And so he healed and he ran down and he went down the ladder Snake Eater and proceeded to keep running. And then he said, holy shit, look at how many stairs there are. Oh, look, I found a secret entrance, guys. Oh, you're not happy. You're trying to kill me. And so Hrothgar stabbed them and they said, you know what? Let me go down here. Oh, fuck dogs. I don't like dogs, Hrothgar screamed as he tried to stab the dogs, and they would not die because fucking dogs. And so Hrothgar said, all right, hold on, I'm good. All right, let me open this door. Oh, there's the door. Okay, let me. Oh, there we go. And so Hrothgar continued as he walked along, and he said, "You know what? Oh, fucking fire! I didn't respect the fire." Hrothgar did not respect the fire because he thought they were bitches, and thus he died. Hrothgar died a painful death, and then he teleported, and then he ran and he ran and he ran. And he tried not to get his ass burnt again. He went back down the ladder, snake eater, and then proceeded to continue going. And then he said, "Fucking dogs again! I don't like dogs. Nobody likes dogs. Can we just?" There we go. They're all dead. They're all dead. Oh no, that one's still alive. All right, now it's dead. And then he recovered. He recovered and he said, all right, I will respect the flame. The flame was respected as Hrothgar stabbed a couple more men and stabbed several more men, and then proceeded to walk out and said, you know what? All right, here we go. Down we go. Oh, look at it. There's thieves. I hear thieves. There are thieves. They're behind me. Fucking thieves. And Hrothgar stabbed the thieves as quickly as he could, but that wasn't quick enough for the thieves because they still tried to kill Hrothgar. Unsuccessfully, of course, because Hrothgar is a badass. And thus he looked at the gorgeous view. And more thieves and a goddamn dog appeared, and Hrothgar said, I don't like dogs, I don't like skeletons, and thieves are just about as annoying. And so he stabbed them as they tried to kill him. Rather unsuccessfully tried to kill him, as Hrothgar dominated that fight. That's not actually what I saw there, but it says dominated, so I guess he dominated. Hrothgar proceeded to open up more doors, steal more things off of random people, looked down and said, you know what, I want to open up a shortcut. Fuck fighting that demon, I want my shortcut, because it's important to me. But first I gotta grab this off a dead body. And then Hrothgar ran up the stairs. He stabbed the random archer and was like, oh, fucking random archers. I got a pathway to open up. Oh, look, you have... do you have things of interest? No, you don't. Fuck you, random merchant. So Hrothgar ran through the shit of the sewers, opened up the door, and said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm going back all the way to Firelink. All the way back to the bonfire at Firelink. Because fuck you, that's why. So Hrothgar stabbed them, and then he ran all the way back to the bonfire at Firelink. I wasn't going to lie to you about that, Jesus. So he became human, and he said, you know what? I don't want to level. Oh, I do want to level. Okay, I leveled. There we go, let's go. Everybody up, and so he ran up, and he stabbed, and he stabbed, and he stabbed, and he kept stabbing men, because that's what Hrothgar did. He stabbed all the soldiers in the land, and all the rats, too, because fuck rats. Rats are evil. Nobody likes rats. And so Hrothgar kept running, and he said, oh, look at that. Oh, no, kidding, merchant. You thought I was going to buy something, but I didn't even talk to you. And he laughed at the merchant. Why? Because Hrothgar, he was a bit of an asshole. And so he continued, and then he said, oh, look at this. I found things off this dead body. Oh, god damn it, dogs. You fucking bitches. He called them bitches because he insinuated that not only was it punny, but it was also offensive to them. And so there were more bitches and dogs, and a carper demon. And so he stabbed the dogs, thinking that they were the most powerful beings on the planet, but really it was the carper demon. Unfortunately, the carper demon was also a bit of a bitch, because Hrothgar just danced around him and stabbed, and he didn't even really get hit very much. Hrothgar was just dancing around and just stabbing, and the demon was like, oh, fuck me sideways, I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do against this guy. Look at him, he's fucking dancing. He's dancing around me, and oh, look at that. Hrothgar taunted. How very honorable of him. And so Hrothgar ran, and he said, oh, I gotta go into the depths. And into the depths he went. And down, down, down he went, and he said, oh, look at all these fucking men with spears and shit. I don't even care. Just die and get out of my way. And die they did, because Hrothgar was powerful. He was so powerful that he just stabbed random men and nobody seemed to notice. And so he healed. He finally saw that there was a dude hanging out there who was been there before and been there for years, but Hrothgar didn't notice him. And then he saw that he was running away, so Hrothgar was like, alright, let me wait. Hey, come on, anytime now. Where is he? What? No, he's not showing up, Hrothgar. You need to keep going. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He went down the stairs, and he stabbed a dog. And look, another dog. So he stabbed that dog, too. And then he was like, where the fuck is this guy? Hrothgar, no, he's coming later. He's coming later. Go down. And so he did. And Hrothgar stabbed the guy again. And oh, look, his brother appeared. And he hit him over the head pretty hard with that meat cleaver. But fortunately, Hrothgar had a nice helmet. And therefore, it did not hurt him. And he even had Estus to drink. And he kept backstabbing the dude because he's a dick. And therefore, he decided, well, best be going. There we go. Oh. One dog down. Oh, look, another dog. Oh, look, it's dead. And oh, look, there's another man. Oh, look, he died. Okay, now where is that fucking... Where is he? Where is he? What the fuck was he doing? Why is he running into the door? That's not his place. He's supposed to be trying to kill... Oh, there we go. Is he going to kill Hrothgar? No, of course not. Hrothgar's going to win the fight because he's Hrothgar. And so he came back through and he decided to save that man, the pyromancer from the swamp. He's a good guy. Good job, Hrothgar. Would not be a dick. And so Hrothgar ran back and he said, alright, time to go kill that giant rat. Because he's a fucking giant rat and nobody likes rats, right? He was right. So he rolled down and then, oh shit, there's a giant rat. That's a really big fucking rat. Hrothgar, I don't know that I would just... Oh yes, equip your spider shield. I don't know that I would just... Oh shit, he jumped right in and oh. Hrothgar died to the giant rat. Oh, well... This is awkward. So anyway, Hrothgar appeared all the way back at Firelink and said, fuck, I gotta get all the way back. Oh, god damn it. I gotta run, I gotta stab, and I go, oh, look at all this fire. Oh, shit, that actually hurt me. And so he stabbed him, and he ran, and he kept running up, and he said, oh, fucking rat. I just killed you. Your big brother killed me. Fuck you, rat. And so he ran all the way through the shit and the sewer and all the other shit that's in there, and then he kept stabbing, and he just kept going down, and he was like, oh my god, this is terrible. This is the worst thing ever. Why am I watching this? And so Hrothgar kept stabbing people because there were just nothing but people to stab, and they wouldn't stop coming. And Hrothgar didn't want to do it, but he had to. Really, he didn't want to. Okay, well, anyway, he then decided that he was going to get his revenge on that rat. And so what did he do? He lamed it out. He proceeded to throw lightning bolts at the rat, laming it out. It might as well be the worst turtling match ever. And then he decided, yeah, you know what, I'll stab it a couple times. And then it died. And so Hrothgar said, you know what I don't want to do? I really don't want to deal with those cast frog thingies. They're really annoying. And I think that they're... Oh, fucking hell, I landed right in them. He literally landed right in the middle of all the cursed frog basilisk things. And so he killed them. And he just continued to kill them. And they really didn't put up much of a fight, surprisingly. And holy shit, there's just all of them. All of them just died at Hrothgar's hand. It was a massacre. The basilisks never stood a chance. I think they're called basilisk. Is that what they're called? It's written in my notes here, so I just assume that they're basilisk. But I know those are rats. I can identify those properly as rats, and they all died. And Hrothgar opened up the door that he needed to open up, and he said, you know what? I'm not satisfied with that. I gotta stab this dude and get into this bonfire. And so that's what he did. And then he said, you know what, I want to be a human. Why? Because I want to fuck up a certain knight by the name of Kirk. His name was Kirk, and he was going to die. And that's what Hrothgar said. And he said, oh, look, I think I know that guy, but he's gone. So Hrothgar ran, and he ran down the stairs, and he ran around, and he said, oh, fuck, I really don't remember where Kirk appears, but Kirk is going to die. And so he ran around, and he finally discovered, oh, look, the Dark Knight Kirk is invaded. And guess what was going to happen to the Dark Knight Kirk? Hrothgar backstabbed him. Like the inventive master of fucking spearmanship that he was, he backstabbed him. And so the Dark Knight Kirk died, unfortunately. And on that day, Hrothgar said, he will spawn 2 more times, but I will not see them, and if I did, I would kill him. He was a lot like JFK, Hrothgar was. Very not honorable. I'm kidding. JFK was great. So anyway, he stabbed more rats, thinking, oh, I should farm these rats to get all the humanity in the world, but he decided not to because fucking channelers had to die. Hrothgar went through the fog wall with one thing and one thing only in mind, killing that motherfucking channeler. He stabbed him with 2 lightning spears like the power of Zeus and nearly got his shit wrecked by rats, which was really embarrassing and a surprising motif of this, a lot of rat death. And therefore Hrothgar said, oh, look, 2 more rats, let me kill them. And oh, look, a thing I could pick up and steal from somebody else. And so Hrothgar ran and he ran and he ran and he said, you know what, there's a giant vagina dragon and I would like to kill it, but I want to help other people kill it. And so he ran in and he said, you know what, I'm going to try to help other people kill it. And he threw down his summoning sign. But Hrothgar is a forever loner and therefore was never summoned to help anybody fight. So he rolled down, he said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to fight that motherfucker on my own. Oh, but first, Doomhole, hey, how you doing, brother? Do you have your master key? Because I really don't want to do... Oh, no, you don't. You only have these weapons and shit from Gwyn. I don't even like Gwyn. Gwyn was a douche. And I screamed Hrothgar 2012 as I killed him. I literally tried to run for president as I killed that man, and you're trying to sell me his dirty clothes. It's fucking gross. And so Hrothgar said, well, I can't summon Lautrec. Did I kill Lautrec? He didn't remember if he killed Lautrec or not. He's done so many times. But he summoned Solaire, and he said, you know what, Solaire, you and me, we're going to go places, buddy. We're going to kill this fucking gaping vagina dragon. And so the gaping vagina dragon appeared. And Hrothgar said, yeah, we're going to cut off its fucking tail, man. Look at that. Oh, fuck, I'm getting my characters all mixed up. Solaire tried to tank the hit from the gaping dragon, and it worked. Because he lived. Hrothgar tried the same thing and he died in embarrassment to his own people. And therefore Hrothgar came back from to life and he said, motherfuckers, I'm going to kill that dragon if it so does nothing else in this world. And I will die after Solaire dies if I do die, because it would be embarrassing to die before Solaire. So he ran all the way back, he ran all the way through, and he jumped around, he dodged a rat, and he said, all right, I'm going to kill this goddamn dragon. And so what he did was he ran back down the stairs and he said, oh, fuck, I missed Solaire. There's Solaire. Come on, Solaire, let's go. Maybe I did kill Lautrec. Praise the sun. And he jumped back down and he said, all right, I'm going to kill this dragon. This dragon has a giant vagina on his chest and I'm going to recover my things, Solaire's going to tank the hit, and I'm going to cut off its fucking tail. And he tried, but he couldn't really cut off its tail. So he threw a sunlight spear right in its face. That had to fucking hurt. Solaire's tanking all the hits in the world, and he's about to die. And on that day, he said, "Oh, Solaire, you died, but not in vain, for I shall kill this motherfucker." And then he stabbed it in the tail some more, and he just kept stabbing it in the tail, and it wasn't really appearing to do very much. So he threw another spear in its face, dodged it again, stabbed its motherfucking tail, and said, "On this day, nothing shall happen, because it still has its tail. Come on, Hrothgar, get your shit together. I can't narrate a tale where the fucking dragon doesn't do, you're not doing anything." So he stabbed it in the face, and it got pissed off, and he stabbed it, and stabbed it, and stabbed it, and stabbed it, and it still has its fucking tail, Hrothgar, come on. Oh shit, it vomited all, look, it's so upset by how bad you're doing. Oh, there you go. You finally cut off its tail. And so Hrothgar said, "All right, now it's time to finish this bastard." And so he chucked lightning spears into its feet, because that's really an effective attack, Hrothgar. And it stomped around in anger. It's so butthurt right now. And Hrothgar stabbed it in the face a couple times. It jumped around. And then he stabbed it in the ass. He's not even really doing it. He's stabbing it in its ass. That's not even a real attack. It vomits. It's vomiting. It's so beside itself with shock and awe that it's just vomiting in an attempt to get Hrothgar away from it. But Hrothgar didn't, and he taunted it after he killed it. Bit of an asshole he is. So anyway, Hrothgar continued, and he said, "Oh, look at this, I'm going to homeward bone my way out of here." All the way up 2 feet from where I just was. And that's what Hrothgar did. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran, and he said, "Oh, God damn it, I have to go to Blighttown. Maybe I don't have to go to Blighttown. Maybe I can go back to Firelink and not have to do Blighttown." And so Hrothgar ran. He tried to get away. He just wanted to go anywhere but Blighttown. He wanted to go straight to Quelaag. He didn't want to bother with fucking Blighttown. It's a pain in the ass. I know, I've been there myself. But he didn't respect the flame. It was a Hrothgar mistake. He ran right through thinking, "Oh, I'll just run through everybody," as he always thinks he'll do. And instead he died. He died a bitch to that flame. And so Hrothgar kept running, and he said, I'm going to respect the flame this time. I'm not dumb." And sure enough, well, he killed some dogs. Hrothgar, could you step it up a notch? There we go. He came back and he said, "All right, I'm respecting the flame by murdering everybody who has a flame." And so the murder commenced, and it didn't stop. Hrothgar stabbed so many men, and then he said, "All right, time to go. Here we go. Up and 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 up more stairs. Look at all these fucking stairs." Hrothgar became a stairmaster at the end of this. He could literally climb stairs instantly. It was very impressive. And so Hrothgar came back out of Firelink and said, "Come on, Doomhall of Zumane, say way. That's what the Zoom Hall says. I think that's him over there. Holy shit, I don't have to do Blighttown. I'm going to literally go talk to this pyromancer and get another flame and ascend my own all the way up to 15. I got a fucking powerful flame. And then I'm going to run down and, oh, fuck. Lutrac's not here. Oh, well, I guess I killed him earlier. Whatever." And so Hrothgar thought he had killed Lutrac and reinforced his Estus flask, because he didn't remember that he left the fucker just sitting in a cell and didn't bother to kill him. And so he said, "I think I can actually skip Blighttown. I'm so excited." And then he ran over and discovered it was a body, and he pointed down in shame. Shame, shame, Hrothgar, for mistaking a dead body for one of your own friends. And so he ran, and then he got upstairs, and there were more stairs. So he stabbed men, ran around the sewers again, all the shit. Look at all that shit just being kicked up by Hrothgar. And then he ran, and he continued, and he found himself back again in the Undead Berg, ran all the way down, fucking ran around, and said, "Oh, God damn it, I gotta go all the way back down here. All these people have to die at my hand, and just, I keep getting hit. I'm getting hit for no goddamn good reason. I better heal. Oh, thanks for the broken sword, you douche." And then he stabbed more dogs, because all the dogs go to heaven, except the ones that Hrothgar kills. All those dogs actually don't go to heaven. It's a little known fact. And so Hrothgar continued to run, and went down the stairs, and he said, fuck. Fucking hell, I gotta go to Blighttown. I don't want to go to Blighttown. Nobody likes Blighttown. Why do I have to be the one to always go to Blighttown? But Hrothgar was destined to walk through those doors again to Blighttown. And then he went down and he said, "You know what? There's one good thing. Bad enemy tracking." And so he ran up the stairs, he punched a hole in this thing, and he stood there and look at the enemy. He just jumped off a cliff. The enemy's fucking stupid. Hrothgar was going to take advantage of this as best as he could. So he literally pulled out his spider shield again, for he knew those douche canoe snipers were going to come at him. And he said, "Look at this. Look at this. Come here. Come on. Up we go. Up we go. There you go. Right off the cliff. Thank you. All right, hey, brother, look, I need you. You know what? You're too far away. It'll take me longer. Just come here. There we go. Backstab. Backstab." And Hrothgar just kept saying backstab as he did it, because he was a complete asshole. And therefore, there were more men. And guess what Hrothgar did? He backstabbed them, because that's what he does. If you don't get it by now, Backstabbing is Hrothgar's main method of torture. But he got shot in the ass and it hurt. But fortunately, all those stupidly put resistance points made sure that he didn't get poisoned. And so he killed men, and more men started coming up a ladder. And Hrothgar was like, where the fuck are all you men coming? Oh, God damn it, no, get back down, get back down. Damn it, they're all over the place. But Hrothgar killed them successfully. And he said, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to deal with this. Off the cliff with you. And you too, you need to die. And so Hrothgar killed them both. And he said, you know what? I want whatever armor this is over here. And so he went down and he said, oh, well, look at that. I'll go down here. All right. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Hrothgar just saw him and he said, you know what? I got him. I aggroed him. All is well. And sure enough, he did. Because that guy just never came. So Hrothgar was like, well, you know what? I should... Oh, fuck, a dude came down out of the goddamn sky. Hrothgar was scared as he killed the man. He healed another man fucking appeared out of nowhere. So Hrothgar killed them both and he got really scared. He was scared for a moment. He peed himself a little bit, actually. And that waistcloth channeler's cloth was now covered in piss. So Hrothgar was like, I should probably use this bonfire. Things are randomly dying. I'm randomly getting souls. I don't know what's going on. The frame rate's gone to shit. And I just can't say goddamn... Fuck, backstab! Really, Hrothgar, was that necessary? And so he killed the dude in the pot, too, because, you know, fuck dudes in pots. They're hiding in a fucking pot. What are you, 5? And so he stabbed another dog, and look at that, more dogs. All the dogs that Hrothgar killed were assholes. Why is that written down? I don't know why that's written down. That shouldn't be anywhere. Okay, so anyway, Hrothgar discovered that there were more men who needed to die. Because they just wanted to kill him. And quite frankly, Hrothgar was not ready to die. As he put it, I ain't gonna die. It was very interesting that Hrothgar put it in that manner, but he did. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna go some nonchalant ways. Nonchalant ways didn't make any sense. Hrothgar meant to say, I'm going to go in some rather random ways all around fucking Blighttown, in different ways, getting completely fucking lost, not knowing where I'm going, but somehow managing to get out of here anyway. And so that's what Hrothgar did. All these men just died at his hand. They just kept dying. The frame rate kept dropping. Hrothgar kept being very confused as to where the fuck he was, and he kicked a dude off a cliff, and that dude fucking survived. Hrothgar was a little bit butthurt about that one. He thought it was a pretty good cliff, and it turned out to be a bitch-ass cliff. And so Hrothgar waited, and he said, holy fuck, all there, he's right there behind me. Okay, he's dead now. And so Hrothgar ran, and he ran, and he ran, and he saw another dude, and he's like, oh my god, come on. You guys, there's like 50 bajillion of you, and you're the worst. And so then he stabbed something in its butthole a lot, and it eventually died. I say eventually died. There we go. And so now he kept going, and he said, all right, here we go. Up and down, up and down. Oh, shit, look, another guy. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, he stabbed that dude. And he discovered, oh, look, I got a soul thingy. And where's that big dude who's supposed to be here to greet me? And he wasn't there. So Hrothgar said, you know what? I'm going through this white fog, but you know what? Fuck it, I want a whip. And so he jumped down and got a whip that he never fucking used because it's worthless. It's completely shit. It's a terrible weapon. And so Hrothgar healed and he said, you know what? I'm going to go fight these bugs. 3 stabs to kill a bug, 3 stabs to kill a bug, 3 stabs to kill a bug. He repeated that to himself many times to remind him that it takes exactly 3 stabs to kill one of those bugs. And so then he discovered that there was another dick sniper. And so he killed him, took all the shit around him, and decided, well, you know what? I think it's about time that I actually, progress. And so he continued to stab bugs. Lots of bugs died by Hrothgar's hand that day, in the same way that many skeletons died, and many other things. Lots of people, lots of things. He got poisoned. Hrothgar actually got poisoned as he was running around, but he didn't give a fuck, because he was at the bonfire, and he was like, you know what? I want a certain man-eater to help me out. Man-eater, make you work hard, make you spend more. I don't know if that's how the song goes, but I think it's about right. And he got a dragon scale. A useless dragon scale for Hrothgar, but he picked it up nonetheless. And he ran out and he said, where the fuck is that man-eater? And then she appeared, and Hrothgar said, all right, time to kill a bitch. And so that's what Hrothgar did. And imagine that. He backstabbed her. He backstabbed her, killed the bug, and then backstabbed her again. And she finally dropped, and Hrothgar said, well, that's about that. And he ran. And look, more fucking bugs. So he killed them too. He could have just rested at the bonfire and gotten rid of them, but no. Hrothgar had to kill them. So he did. And then he proceeded to pick up some stuff and he said, you know, I don't really need this. Let me change this out. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I gotta prepare myself. Nobody wants to be summoned. And okay, I guess I gotta just go about this by myself. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He thought he saw a summon sign, but he didn't. So then he just ran and he ran and he ran and he said, oh man, look at all this thing. Oh, look, queen. Oh, look, who is this? Some random woman sitting here. Why is she sitting there? Hrothgar didn't know, but he decided that he was going to talk to her. Turns out she was a queen, or something like that. And so therefore he bought a whole bunch of shit off of her. What? Wait, why did he buy a whole... Why would you buy a whole bunch of shit off a random woman? You don't even know her. and he decided that he might send his pyromancy plus 15 back down to a 0, but that was a terrible decision, so Hrothgar decided against it. And then he decided, well, you know what, I'm going to run around a little bit. Run around, kept running around, he looked at himself, and then he said, alright, time to get the fuck out of here, and he ran up a hill. Yeah, that's about all I got on that. And then he finally entered Quelaag's domain, and he was like, finally, I get to fucking kill this bitch. And so he ran, and he said, alright, man-eater Mildred, come on, let's go. Alright, praise the sun? Praise the sun. And so then he ran out and he said, oh, look at that. Look at this cutscene. I don't care enough. And he decided that it was time for her to die, but he took lava right in the face and it really hurt. So he asked us to make sure that he would live and decided to just start chucking sunlight spears, because that's all he's good for in this fight. Really, he can't get in close. He's Hrothgar. He's scared of fire. Lava is his mortal enemy. And instead of doing anything, he chucked lightning spears repeatedly. That's all he could do. He couldn't even use fireballs, because guess what? Quelaag loves fire. So Hrothgar kept stabbing when he could, running in, but really just letting man-eater Mildred do all the heavy lifting until he took a fire right into the face. He literally stared lava in the face and just died. And guess what? He didn't die, though. He nearly did. Man-eater Mildred, after doing all the heavy lifting, he praised the sun in her honor and proceeded to go and ring one more bell. There's one more bell, always another bell. You gotta ring it. And so that's what he did, but he decided to fuck around in the inventory for like 20 minutes. Jesus, Hrothgar, get your shit together. So he rang the bell, and he was like, you know what, I gotta go talk to a certain somebody who I'm never going to talk to again, but I might as well talk to her one time. And he decided to go talk to the Chaos 7 once she got her fat ass out of the way, and then he left. He didn't even say anything to her. What an asshole. He has a ring that is the only way in which anybody could talk to that bitch, and instead of saying something to her, he walked out. God, what an asshole. And so he decided to leave, and he kept leaving, and he ran. He really ran for it. He had a homeward bone, but instead of using it, he ran. And he kept running. And he is still running to this day. I'm kidding. He actually gets to his destination rather shortly here. And then he runs up the steps, and he was like, man, I gotta eat some things so I'm not poisoned. And then he decided, pinwheel. That's a good way to go. Up this water wheel. And then he ran out and he said, okay, there's one Firekeeper soul. I want it so that I can reinforce my Estus. And it's really the only way that this is going to end well. So I'm going to go for it. And on that day, Hrothgar made a terrible decision by deciding to go for that Firekeeper's soul. He killed off more bugs, ran all the way around, discovered a chest, picked it up, got a fucking useless thing, and then decided that he was going to climb up some more, climbed up some more, climbing up the completely wrong way, unbeknownst to him. And he decided, fuck it, I ran the wrong way. And he discovered that he did in fact go the wrong way. He was a little bit angry about that, and then he decided that he should go back down, which was really the only course of action he could have taken besides rolling over and dying. So then he discovered that he was getting shot, and he was like, well, I went up too many levels, so I gotta go back down. And he equipped his blooming purple moss right before this because he knew he was going to need it. And he ran out and he said, alright, time to kill me some dick snipers. And he successfully killed a couple of them, fortunately. But then one decided to jump off, and he was like, well, motherfucker, he's gone away. I can't hit him. I can't hit him, and his buddy's shooting me. And his buddy to the right here is a really asshole, so I'm going to go kill this guy. And he did. Success. Good job, Hrothgar. So now there was just a method of getting the other ones. He tried fire orbs, but he couldn't do them without getting shot in the ass. So he said, alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump over that and I'm going to kill this fucker after my fireball misses. But I'm going to do this. And instead he dropped down. And he was like, oh my god, I'm injured. Oh god, I'm toxic. Oh god, there's dogs. Oh, I'm going to climb to my left. Oh, fuck it, I died right at the very top of that ladder. That's right, Hrothgar made the terrible decision of trying to climb out of the hole. And in that, making that terrible decision, died a horribly painful toxic death. So Hrothgar continued, climbing up and continuing to climb up and going all the way back up, deciding that come hell and high water, he was going to get that Firekeeper soul to reinforce his Estus flask, which was completely... Actually, that one was a pretty good decision. All things considered, Hrothgar made the right move on that one. And so he continued to run, and he said, oh my god, up and up we go, up and up we go. All these ladders, fucking ladders, nothing but ladders. Bugs appear and stab me in the back while I'm trying to go up these fucking ladders, and it's really annoying. And I just want to get the Firekeeper soul and get the fuck out of Blighttown, because fucking Blighttown's an annoying piece of shit. And he missed the jump again, and he finally recovered, and then the dogs ate him to death at the bottom of the ladder. All this to get eaten at the bottom of a fucking ladder, Hrothgar, really? God, you're not much of a hero. And so Hrothgar did it again. Again he decided to go up this wheel, and again he decided to risk his life for fucking Firekeeper souls. I mean, I can't really blame him for it. They're good, but holy fuck. He's now just playing fast and loose, ignoring enemies and just stabbing them when they appear randomly out of the ground. And so Hrothgar decided that fuck it. This time, these fuckers were going to die. First thing he did was take care of one of them snipers. Second thing he did was start sniping dogs. all the dogs that day got stabbed in the face by one thing or another. And Hrothgar finally said, alright, I got my momentum, I'm ready to do this. And sure enough, he missed with one of the spears, but he got the other two. And then he just decided, fuck it, he's just laming it out all the way. He got his soul, and then he fucking left because, that door looks weird. Whatever, I'm leaving. And so Hrothgar left, and on that day he said, well, could have went better. And then he proceeded to keep running, and up ladders he went, and up ladders he went, and he said, finally, I'm fucking out of here, I'm nearly done. Look at this, there's just like one bug, oh, that bug's dead, whatever, fuck that bug. And then he saw more fat men, and he said, eat fire, fat dude, and a backstab, because I'm Hrothgar with all my backstabs. And sure enough, he discovered, well, worked pretty well, actually. He changed back to his more important ring and then discovered that these lightning spears were really useful, but there were 2 men on him now, so he decided to run for it. He was like, I'll just fucking run away, get out, and then I'll just leave. Whatever, it'll all be good. And so he did, and he got all the way there, and he got to the door, and he tried the door and realized he left the fucking key back in Blighttown. All that to leave the goddamn key in the first place where it was. So he threw lightning spears and was like, alright, I gotta kill this dude. How? Backstab. That's how. And so that's what he did. He backstabbed him, and he backstabbed him again, and that's how he died. He died a painful backstab death, and Hrothgar just kept backstabbing people because he's an asshole. And then he finally decided, well, I should probably get that key. So he ran back into Blighttown, picked it up, ran all the way back to Valley of the Drakes, and then finally unlocked the fucking door of the New Londo ruins, and then said, alright, there we go, let's get out of here. And he ran, he picked up his shit, and he said, oh, let me steal this off a dead body. And I called the elevator. He didn't run into the bottomless pit that could have been at the elevator, which was very possible. I've done it before, and it's painful. So Hrothgar ran all the way back to Firelink Shrine, and he said, oh, look, the Firekeeper's dead because I fucked up and I didn't kill the goddamn Firekeeper hunter. And so he ran out, and he was like, well, fuck, I might as well buy that master key now. And so that's what he did. He ran over and he bought the fucking master key. Now he wouldn't have to do Blighttown anymore, but it was too late because he already did Blighttown. So he ran back out and he said, oh, look, that motherfucker wants to die. And so he threw a lightning spear at him, the last lightning spear he had. Oh, the last lightning spear is always the most painful. And so Hrothgar said, well, I guess I gotta go to Sen's Fortress. What a shithole. And so he left Firelink Shrine and he climbed all the way up and he said, I really don't want to do Sen's Fortress. Nobody really likes Sen's Fortress. It's kind of annoying, actually. There's all these traps and you fall to your death a lot, and it's really annoying, and it's not very fun either. So he kept running, and he ran and he ran and he ran down the stairs, up and down the stairs, always up and down the stairs with Hrothgar. And he said, you know what I need? I need nothing. And he became a human. He really did actually need to become a human. And so he kindled that fire some more, and he was like, this is going to be my main fire for a while. And so that's what it was. And he decided, leveling up, yeah, I'll do it. Fuck it, why not? Yeah. And so then he left, and he said, all right, time to go. And so he did. And he unequipped his shit, and he said, oh, wait a minute, do I have the right shit? Oh, I guess I do. And so he ran into Sen's Fortress, and he said, ha ha ha, I tricked you, you stupid lizard monsters. Look at that, you're dead now. Sucks to suck, lizard monsters. And he ran back out and he said, oh, look at this. Oh, look at these. Oh, fuck, I fell. Oh, shit. Oh, I've never lived. Oh, I don't even know how the fuck to get out of here. Oh, this is, you know what? If I'm going to die, I'm going to pick up some shit on my way. And so Hrothgar ran. He ran very fast and he got all the way back to here. And he looked at that fucking Titanite demon and he picked up 2 things on his way out. And then he died. Like a bitch. So Hrothgar did all that to pick up 2 random things, a scythe and something else that wasn't probably very important. And Hrothgar said, well, you know what? I don't have the right fireball equipped. I should probably equip the really super powerful one that I found before. And so he equipped the newly gotten giant fireball that he bought off of some random bitch in the fucking middle of nowhere, Blighttown. And then he killed one of these things with the arrows, and he said, you know what, that's a good strategy. 3 arrows to the back kills a lizard man. And then he equipped the scythe, thinking, you know, maybe I could use this as my new weapon. Oh, nope, you know what? That's not very good. Let me put on the good old standby. And so he did. And he ran through again, got hit, nearly got knocked to his death again, but then he was like, you know what? I'm too badass for that. Ain't nobody got time for their death. And so that's what he did. He didn't die. He stabbed that man and kicked him off a cliff. So Hrothgar ran past the final one, said, oh, guillotines of death. It doesn't mean shit to me. And sure enough, it didn't. And Hrothgar backstabbed very creatively. And he nearly got hit in the face with an arrow trying to pick up out of that chest. And then Hrothgar said, oh, look, boulders. Boulders. So Hrothgar backstabbed again because, you know, how else can you kill a man creatively with boulders? And he ran all the way up and he said, well, I can't get through that door until, well, he's coming down. Oh, yep, the boulder hit him. Let me go back up there. And, oh, look, the chest is not fake. There's things in it. Yay. And so Hrothgar ran back down and decided, okay, there we go. All right, here's one of them lizard men, and I tricked him into his own death with arrows. Hrothgar was a trickster like that. And then he got hit in the face with a boulder and it hurt. And then he jumped and he managed to land it. Very good job. Stuck that landing 10 out of 10. And then he decided that he needed to climb up and get some shit. Get some shit, I said. There we go. Got some shit. And then he opened up the door and he said, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Down we go, down we go. And oh, this looks faithful. Let me just drop down here. Oh, look, a fake-ass chest. Let me blow it up. And so that's what he did. And the mimic chest tried to fight, but rather unsuccessfully against Hrothgar, for he knew all of his Jackie Chan tricks with his totsus and his fucking grabs. And so Hrothgar grabbed whatever he could and said, oh, look, there's a thing over here I want. I've got to wait for these bowls to drop. Let me entertain myself by fucking around with my inventory and fucking everything up. No, look, I want this. No, I want this spell. No, I want my fire out. No, I want my spear. And so Hrothgar climbed out and he said, oh, look, here's the item I want. Oh, holy shit, a boulder's coming. And so he ran away. And he said, I got to get out of here. There's that elevator. And so he climbed up and he took a left and he said, oh, all right, here we go. Which way do I have to go? I don't know. Fuck it. All right, this looks good. So he ran up and he said, you know what I need to do? I need to free Big Hat Logan. Free Logan. That's what it was like. It was just like freeing Wheezy. And so Hrothgar waited and he saw enemies were running around, but he was like, fuck it, I got boulders. And so he waited for the boulders to kill. Now this took quite some time, so Hrothgar had to fuck around and figure out what the fuck he was going to do with himself. He attacked a wall. He looked around. He mocked the enemy as it got hit in the face with a giant boulder. And it finally died, so he said, all right, there we go. Let me readjust these boulders and run all the way down, jump and run past its dead body, kick it around a little bit, and free Big Hat Logan. Let me talk to him. And he did. Never saw him again. And then he got a soul. He got a nice big soul. And then he walked out and he was like, all right, here we go. Let's go. Keep going. Up we go. And back all the way around. We got to do this one more time. Do the gauntlet one more time. Everybody get excited. Hrothgar was excited. He ran and, he fucked up the jump. Oh, so he rolled down and then he ran and he rolled and he got away. He just barely missed that boulder, by the way, in case you couldn't see it. And so Hrothgar hurried and he ran up and he finally got back up to where he was, readjusted the boulders one more time. And then decided, well, you know what, let me dodge some arrows, let me go up here, and, oh, look, more fucking guillotines. I don't have the prey animation, that's really bad. And so he ran through them all successfully, didn't die once, what a boss. And then said, oh, look at this, another backstab opportunity. Let me do that a couple times, and, oh, look, there's one thing up there, I want it to die. It won't come down here. Oh, I gotta go up to it. Alright, there we go. It's nearly dead. Now it's dead. So then he traveled back down and he said, oh, look, another fucking lizard, man. How many of them are there in this place? I thought I killed them all the last time. And he picked up another thing off a dead body, ran all the way up and said, oh, look at this. This looks bad. This looks very bad. I'm scared. And he ran through and he didn't die. Good for him. He smartly decided to go to the bonfire next instead of fucking around with anything else, because anything else might have led to his death in a potentially different area. And then he said, you know what? I'm going to kill this guy over here, because he survived my wrath, and that can't happen. And he saw him down there, and he said, oh, look, I'm going to go down and visit him. This could only end well, Hrothgar thought, as he jumped down to his death. So Hrothgar said, all right, that was a very bad idea. I better go recover all that shit I just dropped. And so what he did was, well, just that. And then he went and he picked up and nearly died on the way there, and he kicked the enemy down again. He said, haha, fuck you. And then he ran and he got, and where the fuck does this go? Nobody knows. So Hrothgar ran all the way back up again to the bonfire, because he didn't want to heal, because he's a stingy bastard. And so then he said, you know what, I'm going to be human and risk getting invaded. And invaded he would get. As he ran all the way up the stairs, he ran up the stairs again and again and again. All these fucking stairs, just stairs everywhere. How does he do it? I'd be winded by now. And so Hrothgar ran all the way and he said, oh, look, a guy. Yeah, that guy's going to die. And so that's what happened. He stabbed the dude, parried and riposted him right in the chest. And then he came all the way out here to discover there was nothing. He was quite upset by that, so he ran all the way back, jumped all the way around, and discovered, they're locked. So then he ran up, and he said, well, I gotta get somewhere. And so he stabbed that dude several times in the face, took his shit, and then decided, you know what? The giant needs to die. And die the giant did. Hrothgar waited for the perfect moment to strike. He waited, and he waited some more, and eventually the perfect moment came. And Hrothgar stabbed him a lot. And then Hrothgar had to wait to stab him again at the perfect moment. And he waited. And it came rather quickly that time. But he still didn't die until Hrothgar stabbed him one more time in the kneecap, and then he was dead. So Hrothgar said, well, now I'm free to pretty much do as I fucking please around here, and so I will. Next order of business for Hrothgar was getting a certain man's shit. And so he went and he said, you know what, I'm going to buy this shit off of you. but you don't have anything that he actually wanted to buy, so Hrothgar didn't get anything off that man. He ran all the way back down. He said, all right, look at this. There's a monster. And he backstabbed it. How creative. So he finally got the key that he needed, and he ran all the way back up these stairs. Look at all these stairs. Hopefully that waistcoat, the way it's a cloth. It's a waist cloth. It's very breathable. So Hrothgar was like, look at this big motherfucker. This big motherfucker's got to die. And so die he did, because Hrothgar stabbed him several times. And look at that. He's still alive. Hrothgar's still stabbing him. It's still working. Still stabbing him. And wow, he had a lot of health, but Hrothgar didn't care. And so he ran all the way back up here, and he said, oh man, not this fucker again. And so he stabbed him. And he stabbed him some more. And quite frankly, it didn't do a whole lot, because he nearly wrecked Hrothgar's shit. Let's be honest right now. He did pretty good. He got a rape here, I believe. And then he said, look at this. None of these chests are fake. Let me pick up what's inside of him. And he got very happy. And he actually looked at the divine blessing before unequipping it. And then he ran away and he said, look, all right, let's be serious right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I gotta go all the way back down here to pick up some shit that I already did, but I'm gonna do it, goddammit, because I am Hrothgar. And that's exactly what Hrothgar did. He ran all the way back downstairs to pick up shit that he already fucking had. Who does that? That's just stupid. He's already picked it up. He literally had it. He did it. He's done that before. He picked up that same fucking ring. He's got 2 of that ring now. Nobody needs 2 of that ring. It just boosts fire defense or some shit. He doesn't need 2 of them. He's already got fire defense. Look at he's jumping down. Actually, I don't think he had that before. So, all's well that ends well. Anyway, Hrothgar ran back up the stairs and he said, you know what? I need to go to the bonfire again just to be sure that I'm all okay. And he was all okay. And so he ran up and he said, all right, time to shine, motherfuckers. I could take on that guy. I could take him, but I'm not going to, because I'm Hrothgar and I don't feel like fighting him. And so then he said, you know what? Up we go, up we go, up we go. And look, that guy has to die again. And so Hrothgar decided, you know what? I'm just going to summon this guy and we're going to fucking go. And that's what happened. And so Hrothgar waited, went in, and he said, time to die on, Golem. You're mine today. And he thought he was. He threw the spears, and he got hit once, and he was like, you know what? Oh, shit, I was still in range of that second attack, and he died. That was the 3rd or 4th time Hrothgar died a bitch in this very, very short amount of time. So Hrothgar was upset, understandably. He just died a complete bitch to a tactic that really he should have been able to avoid. And so he ran back up, and he said, well, maybe, just maybe, today will be the day. And he went down. He went all the way back down. Down, down, down. He went all the way to the bottom of Sen's Fortress. And they said, see you later, fuckers. And he ran back up. And then he said, all right, today, this is it. I will kill this man who was hiding. And I will be summoned, goddammit. Hrothgar wasn't summoned. He got invaded. And he got so excited that he fell off a fucking cliff and gave the invader everything he had for nothing. He fell off a cliff. He didn't even get to fight the invader. Hrothgar was so excited to kill the first real invader that he had that he fell off a cliff and died. Let that sink in for a minute, because that's what I'm doing. So Hrothgar got back up and he said, you know what? All right, shit happens. That's what happened right there, was some shit. Let me stare at this wall. Now up we go, and oh, I got shot. Fuck me. And so he ran and he was like, you know what? This man has to die. I've recovered my shit. I've healed. And you know what? It's time to take on this motherfucker. And so he summoned the Iron Tarkus. And he said, you know what? Nobody else is here, so it's just going to be me and you, Iron Tarkus. And that's what he did. So he threw spears. He just kept throwing spears, because that's all he was really good for in this fight, too, was just throwing some fucking spears at a guy. And this Iron Golem didn't even give a shit. He was like, oh, fuck you. It's some lightning spears. Whatever, bitch. And so he finally got over there, and he said, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look, there's fire. Oh, shit. And so the Iron Golem just fell off a cliff. Hrothgar was kind of handed that one on a silver platter, and he mocked the Iron Golem for it. And finally he said, all right, I'm going to Anor motherfucking Londo. Shit, I hate Anor Londo. And so Hrothgar ran down and he said, oh, god damn, I gotta fight these gods. These gods are big, fat motherfuckers, and nobody really likes them. They're really quite fucking annoying. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He just ran away. He was like, you know what, I want to reinforce my Estus Flask. I don't want to wait for anybody. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Reinforce it. All right, there you go, Hrothgar. Now you can fight those gods. Now and only now can you get the gods away, because you know what? You healed. Oh, yeah, you don't even get a chance to get in a sneak attack, because the second you target them, they attack you, because Hrothgar is too fucking strong, apparently. So they have to attack him the second he gets right in any little view in on him. And this fight goes on for way too long. Hrothgar really should have dominated, and instead he kind of just like spitfired his way through it. And then he said, you know what? I got another one. You're going down, bitch. And sure enough, eventually, any second now, there you go. Hrothgar ended this fight. No, fuck Hrothgar, get your shit together. There you go. And then he grabbed the stuff and he was like, you know what? I got a rematch I got to get to. And so he ran back across and he was like, yep, I'm going to run all the way over to here. And he said, all right, time to die, motherfuckers. And so he didn't even get to throw a lightning spear. Yet again, the second he targeted, he got attacked. But he threw a giant fireball and it didn't do anything. But, it was worth a shot. So then he kept stabbing the dudes, throwing lightning spears when he could. And this time he died pretty no, he didn't even die pretty quick. Look at him. He's dodging Hrothgar. And so Hrothgar was like, all right, here we go. I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to get this guy good. And, that all things considered, that was pretty good. It was all right. I'd rated about a 6. And then Hrothgar said, all right, you laughing cocksucker, I'm going to kill you. It's time to die, Jackie Chan. And that's exactly what happened. Hrothgar actually, for once, did well in a fight. I'm as shocked as you are, folks. And so Hrothgar ran and he said, all right, time to do this. And he jumped down and he said, okay, we're going, and we're gone. All the way down, deep down into Anor Londo, that's where Hrothgar went. And he said, you know what? I still fucking hate this place. And so he got his shit ready and he was like, oh, look, a gargoyle. I'm going to kill it because that's what I do. Random people hanging around, well, they're going to die. And so Hrothgar cut off this fucker's tail. He was working on it for quite some time before it happened. And finally, okay, wow, he had to heal. This is embarrassing for Hrothgar. Finally, he cut off that tail. And then he said, all right, here we go. Stab, stab, stab. Any moment now. And boom, it is dead. Hrothgar said in a very valiant voice, I killed a fucking statue. And so then he ran and he ran and he ran. And he said, I'm not going to die on this flying buttress. Yeah, flying buttress. Think about that. They're called flying buttresses. Why would you name something that architecture, people? Come on. And so he stabbed a couple of dudes who were dressed funny because they were different from him. That's not actually why he stabbed him. We stabbed him because they had 2 swords and they were coming to kill him. But they were different from him is just a perfect good advice. And Hrothgar said, you know what? I got this new tech. I'm going to try out this new tech. Let me equip some shit and I'm going to aim this bow. And now that is the exact point where my sunlight spear will go. Unfortunately, the sunlight spear has a very short range. So Hrothgar sat there and took damage while re-equipping his shit. And then look at that. He knocked down a fucking chandelier. What a douche. All that to come into a church and knock down the fucking chandelier of the place. Who does that? More importantly, why is this church so empty? Like, there's nobody here. It's really weird. So Hrothgar was like, you know what? I could fight that guy, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go down. I'm going to heal. And then I'm going to go down again. And so he went down. And he stopped the gargoyle. He cock-blocked that gargoyle from getting onto there. He was like, you know what? This gargoyle really... He doesn't need to be on here. I don't like him a lot. So here's that bonfire that I should have found the first time around. That's literally what Hrothgar said. He was like, I really should have found this the first time I was here. And then I wouldn't have bitched 20 gazillion times walking all the way back to Ornstein and Smoke for like 15 minutes. I wouldn't have had to complain every time. Because, I would have had this bonfire. That was closer. Much more convenient. And so Hrothgar finally got up and he said, all right, let's do this. The bonfire's gone, so somebody's trying to fucking invade me, and I'm going to kill him. And guess what? You're excited. You think Hrothgar's going to kill somebody. The guy never showed up. He quit about halfway through, realizing who he was going to fight. And so Hrothgar was like, you know what? Let me clean out the bottom of this church. I mean, how bad could it be? Holy fuck, there's dudes everywhere. This is bad. There shouldn't be this many. Oh my god, look at them. They're coming out of the fucking walls. They're coming out of the goddamn walls, he shouted. He's quoting Aliens. It was weird. And so then he stabbed all these dudes. And there were more dudes, though. They just kept coming. Hrothgar was like, this is just too many dudes. There shouldn't be this many dudes for me to stab at one location for any given amount of time because, fuck, look at them. There's so many of them. And he just kept stabbing them. They just kept appearing. They were coming out of the woodwork. They appeared behind him. He didn't know they were there. He just stabbed them and dodged. He was just dodging knives all over the place, stabbing dudes. He was quite confused. And then finally he healed and he said, all right, that one guy's left. I got him. I backstabbed him because I'm original like that. And look, here's another one. And look, I backstabbed him too because of how original I fight. And so then Hrothgar said, you know what? It's a noob tactic to backstab, but it works. So fuck you, narrator. Wow, that was pretty meta. And so anyway, Hrothgar went up and he said, all right, time to go and reveal some shit. Oh, look, a gargoyle. Oh, look, it's running around. Cue the Benny Hill music. And it didn't work, though, because the gargoyle caught up. So Hrothgar was like, all right, it's going to die. I cut off its fucking tail, and now I'm just going to keep stabbing it to death. And eventually, one of us will drop. And guess who it was on that day? Did you place your bets on Hrothgar? Because those would have been pretty good bets, but it was the gargoyle. So Hrothgar said, you know what? One dead gargoyle, might as well do some jumping shit. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He turned around, completely forgetting that there were men behind him, and holy shit, he got backstabbed. Hrothgar's own tactic used against him. And so then he was like, oh, well, fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Are there any more dudes out to kill? But there weren't. So Hrothgar said, all right, time to go. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and roll, and roll, and roll. Hrothgar rolled several times. And holy shit, there was a dude. That was fucking scary. And he picked up some stuff, and he was like, all right, this is good. This is all good. There we go. Down, up, well, can't go that way. Up, down, okay. All right, back across. Nope, you gotta go up to go across Hrothgar. There you go. Get your shit together, buddy. And then, look at this. He's going up more stairs. More stairs, imagine that. And he comes out and holy shit, he's been invaded. Hrothgar ran in fear thinking, oh, I got these elite tactics. I'm gonna hide behind this fucking wall, and then when this dude appears, I'm just gonna, oh wait, the dude killed himself. That's likely what I would do if I invaded Hrothgar's world. So he ran all the way out, and he was like, all right, here we go. Up we go, and back and around. And you know what? I guess I should probably get back to what I was actually here to do and quit fucking off. So Hrothgar ran down and he was like, alright, this is getting pretty bad. I should go heal myself first. And so that's what Hrothgar did. It was so bad that he decided, you know what? I gotta rest. I gotta take a little rest and I gotta take a moment to recompile my thoughts. Yes, he compiles his thoughts. So he did and he ran back up and he was like, alright, let me go. Alright, here we go. I'm ready to go. Put me in, coach. I gotta go find where that guy died, because, you know, I kind of want to know. But, spoiler alert, Hrothgar never finds out. He goes all the way up here to discover this fucking nothing. And then he goes all the way back down just to discover fucking nothing. He's like, maybe he died on the flying buttress. No, that wasn't just an excuse for me to use the word flying buttress again. That was really Hrothgar's thought patterns. And he didn't even fucking find the guy after all that. So he ran all the way back up and he was like, oh god, these fucking stairs. I'm really sick of stairs. I've done so many goddamn stairs in the past. Look, I gotta climb up more to get away from this guy. And now I gotta go all the way down by here. And this fucking gargoyle thing like looks at me funny as I stab it to its death off of a cliff. Because that's the only way that's really easy to kill these guys. He runs all the way down a flying buttress, and he's like, okay, quit saying fucking flying buttress. Nobody's impressed. It's a word. But flying buttress is fun to say, unless I will continue to say it. And he stabbed that dude off a cliff, too. Those guys, with all their wings, you think could fucking fly. And now, after all this, he gets shot in the face with a giant fucking spear-sized arrow, and he goes, you know what? I'm scared. Hrothgar peed himself as he ran up that other flying buttress. And then he stabbed him again, and oh look, he fell as he stood on the flying buttress. And Hrothgar was like, oh god, fuck it, I'm not even fighting that other guy for those souls. I just want to hide. I want to hide and scream and cry my mother. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He went and talked to Solaire, who wasn't his mother, but was about as good as his mother. And then Hrothgar was like, yeah, I guess I should kill the spear guy. He said it just like that. Yeah, guess I should kill the spear guy. So we did, and he got some sunlight medals, and he was like, praise the sun. And then he went and he sat down and he healed himself, and he was like, alright, here we go. Oh, look, another dude. A dude for me to kill. Parry and riposte. Tried to get the backstab and failed. And then Hrothgar was like, none of these doors fucking open. Oh, I don't need to go back and get Hovel's shit. I've already got it. So he went and he healed his shit, and he was like, oh, up the stairs, fuck, he saw me. I have to kill him now. Backstab, no parry and riposte instead. Then no parry and riposte, backstab. Fuck it, I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Then he ran back up and he was like, alright, here we go. Last half hour, time to shine. I gotta do some really impressive shit. Let me get hit by this guy. Ow, that hurt. Oh, wait, no, it hasn't happened yet. Don't worry, it will. There we go. Oh, wow, Hrothgar got through that fight without getting hit. I'm rather impressed. And so he ran and he ran and he ran. He said, oh, look, that guy doesn't notice me yet. Let me run into this room. Yay! Let me kill this guy now, because he really has to die. And so die he did. Hrothgar actually got the chained backstab after the parry and riposte, opened up the door, and he said, motherfucker, look at that sword. And then he was like, this guy's gonna kill me. Wow, that was actually unexpected. I thought Hrothgar would win that one. He was doing so fucking well, only to die like a bitch. And so Hrothgar ran all the way up after he died and was like, alright, I gotta kill this guy again. Let me dodge and weave, bob and weave, duck and duck, stab and stab, you know, all the good shit. Backstabs for everybody. Backstabs for everybody, folks. That's what Hrothgar says. Backstabs should be like the universal, the happy birthday present. You just run up behind the guy, stab him in the back. Oh, happy birthday. And so Hrothgar stabbed more dudes, and he was like, all right, fucking finally, I can heal, and now I can run through this door, and I can go up here, and more dudes for me to stab. It's like a holiday of some sort. Pick whichever holiday you want. Fuck it. No, I was supposed to pick whatever holiday I wanted. I pick Easter. It was like Easter with all these stabbings. Oh, too soon, maybe, for Jesus? I don't know. So anyway, Hrothgar was like, yes, that was a stigmata joke. Oh my god, that's fucking terrible. So Hrothgar was like, time to lightning spear. Yay, stabby, 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 stabby. Backstab. Oh, he was too soon on that backstab, but he got the second one, so good for him. And he stabbed him in the back. So, missed. Stabbed him in the back again. And was like, look at that painting. And then proceeded to open up the door. He was like, all right, fucking finally, I open up this door that I don't need to open. Oh, look at that painting. Oh, all those flying buttresses on that painting. And then he went and he was like, you know what? I need to do more stabs. All the stabs in the world. And so after 2 backstabs, he ran down some steps and was like, oh, fucking Titanite Demon, you know what? I'm just going to go open up the door to the left. That would be the left. And therefore, yes, I had to think for a moment if it was the left. That's very embarrassing for the narrator. I had to do some fact checking, as they call it. But he wanted to upgrade his spear. Finally get that winged lightning spear number 5. But he couldn't, because he didn't have a Titanite chunk. So he felt very embarrassed as he ran all the way to open up that door on the left. And he kept running, and he just said, this is embarrassing. I feel embarrassed that I couldn't even upgrade my spear to its maximum capacity and be awesome. It's embarrassing. I should be able to have the bestest spear of them all. But he couldn't. So he opened up the door and he said, you know what? I want that one place to be my main place so that I can get all the ladies to come all the way down to here and be awesome and shit. That was actually the way he worded it. He wasn't very coherent at this point. He was rather tired. So he ran all the way down all those stairs. They took the wind out of him and completely confuddled his brain. So he sat down and he said, well, that was pretty good. And he ran all the way back up and he said, all right, time to be a badass motherfucker. And look at all this. He's running all the way up. He's running all the way around. And he said, oh, this is just unsightly. There's just nothing in the world I could say. Oh, God, I got stabbed. Oh, God, this guy's cock-blocking me at the door. Oh, fuck, he died again. Hrothgar, this is embarrassing. This is just sheer embarrassment. So Hrothgar called the elevator. He ran up it and he said, oh, I'm so embarrassed after that last death. I don't know how I will ever recover from it. The narrator's nose itched, and that's why he stopped talking for a minute. That's actually written in my script. I had to itch my nose there on purpose. So he ran all the way. There's no script. I'm making this shit up as I go. And then he ran and he said, holy shit, look at that. Oh, God, knock him off the cliff. Knock him off the cliff. Oh, God, there's another one I can't. Oh, I'll knock him off this cliff. Oh, but he won't knock off the cliff. Fine, I'll stab him to death. And so he stabbed him to death. And then Hrothgar ran up and he said, all right, I got this thing. I got all this shit. Look at all. Fuck, where? Okay, there we go. There's the orb I need. And so he healed himself and he said, well, what's the worst that could happen? So he ran down and, oh, God, that orb started quivering. All quivering in the pants. And Hrothgar was like, let me open the front door first. Now I will use the orb. And, oh, shit, I got with the spear. Ow, that hurt. And so Hrothgar was all ready to do all sorts of things, but instead got stabbed in his butthole. And so Hrothgar was like, all right, time to go. Here we go. Time to shine. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Let me hide behind these pillars. Hide behind all the pillars. All right, I can target that dude. Ah, fuck you, dude. And he threw a lightning spear at one of the dudes like a complete and utter bitch. He didn't even do he stealth attacked. And he was like, you know what? I'm representing the Dark Moons right now. Let me just throw all these lightning spears at you as he ran around. And he kept running from Lautrec. He tried to stab him, but it didn't work very well. So he was like, all right, I'm at the top of the stairs. Take a stab. And took a stab. Lautrec did, because he wasn't a very good knight. And he was like, haha, stab, stab. Oh, shit. Dude shooting arrows at me. Oh, God, he's right on my ass. And he ran all the way down, and he kept running. And then he was like, oh, shit. Oh, no, I split the gap. Now they're both, oh, God, I have to hide. Oh, God, I'm running. Oh, I'm scared. They're all behind me now. Stab, stab, stab. Oh, God, I've stabbed like 3 dudes, and I've gone all the way up here. And look at that. Oh, he took a big hit there. Just a big hit right in the dick. I mean, I don't know if that it hit him right in the dick, but it looked like it hit him right in the dick to me. So then he healed. He took a big risky heal there, Hrothgar did, and he ran up and he said, all right, you know what? I took my big risky heal. I'm going to stab that dude to death. And so he stabbed one of the summons to death. Who would get summoned to help Lautrec? What a dick. Who would be like, you know what? Yeah, that guy was cool. And so he taunts the other guy right in front of Lautrec's guy. I can't believe he did that. That was really risky right there. Very risky. And so he got the Firekeeper soul that he seeked, and thus began the all-important fight with Ornstein and Smough. That's Smog. I don't fuck their names. They're fucking hard to pronounce. So Hrothgar decided that now was the perfect time to take. Now was the perfect time to have to bap. Excuse me. Now was the perfect time for Hrothgar to take on Ornstein and Smoke. Or was it? Hrothgar looked scared. He was frightened. He was like, I gotta get a summon. I can't fucking fight those guys on my own. They're bastards. There's 2 of them. I can only fight 1 guy at a time. It's way too much work to try and fight 2 at once. So Hrothgar decided that he would summon the helpful knight standing at the front. Oh, fuck, nobody threw that in the summon sign right in front of the gate? Come on, people. That's like an unofficial place to lay down your summons to help out everybody at the fucking Ornstein Smoke fight. Hrothgar wanted to lay down his own summon sign there, but he couldn't because he had to keep fucking stabbing dudes and getting his ass kicked by random guards. And he was like, oh my god, this guard's about to die. Oh fuck, I've been invaded. So Hrothgar was ready now to be attacked at any moment. He was looking for his invader. He couldn't find him. So he kept attacking. And he was like, oh, maybe I can kill this knight, heal up, and then shit'll go down. But Hrothgar was like, okay, this is going, oh, fuck, it healed. Oh, what the fuck? Who heals during a fight? And so Hrothgar turned, and he kept stabbing, and he was like, I thought, what the fuck? Where is this guy? Where is this guy, and why has he not appeared yet? And then Hrothgar heard something behind him. It was a fucking summoner casting shit. This dark motherfucker casted shit while Hrothgar was trying to fucking heal. Who does that? So Hrothgar was like, alright, this guy's fighting pretty good, but I got a backstab. I got the backstab, that's all I need. And so Hrothgar was ready, and he was trying to do another backstab, but he got parried and riposted, which was rather embarrassing for him. So Hrothgar died yet again. And thus Hrothgar was like, okay, so nobody's laying down summon signs at the front, which is really annoying, because that's kind of what I was hoping for. Oh, look, a firekeeper soul. And so Hrothgar quickly got back to being a human, and he was like, alright, I'm human now. Eat it. And thus he was ready to go. And so Hrothgar looked around, and he was like, alright, here we go, up we go. Up the thing we go, alright. Ah, yes, the perfect time. Up we go, and I can summon somebody, and this will be great, and everything will end well, and we'll all be happy, and we can go home, and just call this a successful mission, and we've gotten to the point where we need to be at the DLC. Let me run up here. I just got to recover my shit. It's so fucking far away. What a pain in the ass. Alright, there we go. I'm all ready now. I'm going to go. I'm going to summon Solaire, and we're going to go kick some ass, and then we're going to be done, and it's all good. What the fuck is that guy? That guy wasn't Solaire. Some asshole put this summon sign right in front of Solaire. So, sure enough, there we go. Oh, come on, summon Solaire. Come on. It's really hard. Summoning the Solaire. Yay. Alright, there we go. Alright, run all the way there. Solaire has been summoned. Up and up we go. Watch out, Solaire. There's a bunch of dudes there who want to kick your ass. There we go. All the way through. Ornstein and Smoke. Fuck those guys. And so Hrothgar was ready. He was like, alright, I've done this once before. I can do it again. I've just missed with the fireball. Okay, well, I hit with that one. That one hit pretty good. Alright, that one's... fuck. I'm kind of just fucking this all up. It turns out that Ornstein's not that weak against lightning, but whatever. I'll just, battle of attrition. And so that's what Hrothgar did, or at least, attempted to do. And then Solaire died, and Hrothgar died on the inside as well, because now he really didn't have a good weapon. So he decided to swap weapons mid-fight, and he was like, this enchanted falcon will do well. It didn't do well. It was actually rather terrible. And so Hrothgar was like, alright, this isn't going too well, but you know what? My enchanted weapon will work just good enough, and sure enough, it didn't. He died. Yeah. He felt pretty bad about that. And so Hrothgar was like, alright, you know what? I died, and it sucked, but I learned. Hrothgar tried to swing it as a learning angle, despite the fact that he learned, that was in air quotes that you couldn't see, a bajillion times before. And so Hrothgar was like, alright, let me re-equip my shit. I'm just going to be ready for this. I'm going to equip the straight sword. I'm going to just, get some fire shit that I can throw. And then I'll take on this motherfucker, and I'll take his ass out. That's how we're going to do this. We're going to take his ass out. It's going to be like fucking, I don't know, something in sports or some shit. So Hrothgar ran to the stairs, and he was like, alright, I'm fucking ready for more stairs. And then he got invaded. And Hrothgar was like, what the fuck? I got invaded again? Come on, I can't even fucking go up like 5 steps without being invaded. But the invader didn't see Hrothgar, so he was like, sucks to suck, motherfucker. And finally... he saw him, so Hrothgar waved, and he was like, oh, come on, let's go. But, hello? Come on, what is it, bro? Let's do this. Hrothgar was all excited to do this. He didn't even have the right weapon equipped, and he was still going to fight the guy, and he wouldn't come out. So Hrothgar was like, what do you mean, come on, let's do this. Come on. He taunted the man openly, and the man just stood there like a bitch. So Hrothgar pointed at him. He praised the sun. He waved. He beckoned to him. He was like, let's do this shit. And still, the man would not come. So Hrothgar taunted him openly for quite some time. And the man just did nothing. So Hrothgar tried it some more. He taunted. He even shook his ass. He shook his ass at the man, and it didn't do anything. So Hrothgar came back up to the top of the stairs and was like, come on, let's do this. Let's fight. Come on, I'm a son, bro. I want to fight you. It's all in good fun. So let me get these arrows out. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He took out some arrows, and he shot, and he missed. And so the dude took out his own arrows and shot, and he missed. So Hrothgar was like, all right, well, you know what? Fuck it, let me equip my weapon. There we go. All right, let's go back up. All right, come on. Let's do this. Oh, fuck, I aggroed the giant soldier again, Hrothgar said. And he tried to kill him because he was like, well, maybe I can kill the guy and then, I'll fight the guy up there. But he didn't want to come. So Hrothgar stood and he was like, you know what? Well, fuck it. Hello? And he didn't do anything. So Hrothgar ran away and he was like, all right, fuck this guy. So he ran up and he was like, come on down, guy. And the guy wouldn't. He just stood up there. Hrothgar was like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So he ran up and he just decided to make this shit go. Unfortunately, he made that shit go down. He meant to make that shit go up. So Hrothgar forced that shit back up. And back up again. There you go, Hrothgar, back up again. And Hrothgar was like, I guess I should just taunt the man. And that's what he did. He taunted him. He was like, he's going to come to me. I'm going to stay up here and he shall come to me. And on that day, do not what you best to tear down this wall. And the man shot arrows at him. And Hrothgar was like, you can't hit me, bitch. I'm too fucking good. And so then Hrothgar decided to do the ultimate in taunting. Hrothgar continued to taunt. He continued to taunt some more, just spamming the taunt button. And then he did the unthinkable. He taunted again and again and again and again. And the man still didn't give a flying shit that all Hrothgar was doing was taunting. So he took off his clothes. He thought, what better to do than stand here bare-chested, fucking taunting the guy. I'm not even wearing real pants. I got like a cloth. That's all I got to cover in my nuts. It's just this cloth. My nuts are freely hanging in nice, cool breeze of Anne Orlando's sun. And guess what? It didn't do anything to the guy. The guy just stood there. Hrothgar taunted him. And then he started coming down the steps, and Hrothgar was like, oh, here we go. Maybe we got a battle now. Maybe he has decided that it is a good time to fight. Today is a good day to die. So Hrothgar put his clothes back on. Faster, Hrothgar. Come on. You know what you're wearing now. There you go. And he said, all right, let's go. You want to do this, motherfucker? I'm wearing a waistcloth. It's pretty good. And my balls could breathe in it, and it makes me feel happy inside. And so he ran up the stairs really quickly because it sped up. And then the guy's not there. So Hrothgar was like, well, what the fuck? Where'd he go? Is he behind me? Is he next to me? Is he in my pants? Where is he? So Hrothgar quickly threw the thing back up before he could get back on and was like, he's not here. Is he here? Is he behind me? No. Is he over there? No, he's not behind me. Is he here? Is he behind me? Is he here? Where is he? I don't know. I can't figure it out. He's just somewhere, but I don't know where. So Hrothgar started to taunt him again because this guy was just unbelievable. He would not come down. So he started to come down. So Hrothgar was like, all right, maybe he's finally fucking ready to fight me. And so Hrothgar did what any reasonable human being would do, and he healed himself, and then he bowed. And he was like, all right, let's do this. Come on, I got no souls and no humanity. And sure enough, Hrothgar fought the man rather valiantly. He's actually doing a good job fighting this time. Look at him. He got some stabs in. He took some damage, but he got some stabs in. And then Hrothgar died. He died with nothing on him, no humanity, nothing. He had nothing. So Hrothgar healed, and he was like, you know what? I'm human again, bitch, and I remember exactly where everybody was hanging out before. They were all hanging out at the bonfire. So Hrothgar ran, and he was like, I guess I'm going to that goddamn bonfire because it's the only fucking way that anybody's going to help my ass out at killing Ornstein and Smough. And that's what Hrothgar needed. Help. He needed help, and he hated to admit it. So he ran all the way up to the top of the stairs and was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Okay, I'll do it. All right, let's go. And so go Hrothgar did. He was like, yeah, you know what? That's not going to work. Maybe there's somebody up here. No, fuck. All right, there's nobody up here. Let me go all the way back down. Is there anybody up here now? No? Okay. All right, let me run all the way back over to here. Is there anybody over here? No, Solaire's here. Let me summon Solaire. And so he did. And he ran, and he was like, all right, I got this shit. And Solaire's going to do this. Solaire, come on. Come on, Solaire. Where are you? Solaire, I need you. Solaire, no, don't fight the end. Solaire, god damn it. I don't have time for this shit. I just want to kill Ornstein. Fucking Solaire, come on. Solaire, get your shit together. We need. Oh, fuck. Ow, that hurt. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm going to kill this guy, Solaire, and then we'll be leaving together to fight Ornstein and Solaire, what are you doing? Solaire, where? God damn it, no, we're here, Solaire. Just run up to the fog wall. I don't need you to help me fight. These guys are. Oh, fucking damn it, Solaire. You died. So Solaire was dead. And Hrothgar was like, well, I'll just fucking summon him again. Oh, shit, he's not here. So Hrothgar was like, this isn't working. It's not me, it's you. Or it's not you, it's me. I don't know, it's something. I give up and I'm gonna just fall down the stairs. I'm just wrong way. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go, back down. And now, fuck, I died falling downstairs. That's embarrassing. Hrothgar was embarrassed. He was angry. He was embarrassed. He felt terrible about the world that which he lived. And he said, you know what? It's time to go for broke. Everybody was hanging out by that last bonfire. That's where I'm going to go to be a cool guy and save the world and to get people to help me because I can't help myself. And that's what Hrothgar did. He ran all the way back up and he was like, all right, time to do this. Let me recover. All right, I'm just going to make a break for it. I'm going to go through the left. And oh no, fuck it, I'm going right through the center. Hrothgar did a completely different strategy from what he probably should have done. And he ran all the way back up top, and still nobody was there. So he was like, oh man, I really can't do this. So I ran all the way back, and he was like, all right, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Hrothgar was completely and utterly lost. He didn't know where the hell he needed to go. He was trying to figure out which way he needed to go. And it wasn't that way. It was the other way, Hrothgar was on the right side. Hrothgar realized this, and then he was like, oh shit, I can't run down this way. There's a knight there. Alright, hold on, I'll go back up and back around, because I have no spatial reasoning, and I'm a complete idiot. And so he ran all the way around, and he was like, okay, here we go. Into this door. This door looks good. And Hrothgar was met with a little bit of anger. He had to fight some dudes, and it was pretty bad. So Hrothgar stabbed them to death. How innovative, using a backstab. And then he said, all right, here we go. There we go, backstab again. You know what needs more backstab? More backstab. And so he stabbed them all in the back. And Hrothgar said, oh, I never got this armor before. I don't know where the fuck I am. And then, look at that, more backstabs. How impressive, Hrothgar. And so he finally ran, and he said, okay, here's the bonfire room. All right, here it is. Oh, look, a dude. I'll summon this dude. He looks helpful. He was. He's very helpful. Look at him. He's about to appear out of the ground. Holy shit, he's a sun bro. The best bro. And so Hrothgar bowed to him. And he bowed too. And Hrothgar was like, all right, let me try summoning this guy. And this dude's really anxious. He's chomping at the bit to get somebody to paces. And look at this. Oh, he's got a cool sword. Oh, look, his sword does things. Isn't that cool? Oh, shit, look at that. Holy fuck, his sword lit the whole ground on fire. That's cool. Bow to that. And the summoning failed. So Hrothgar tried to summon somebody else. And spoiler alert, it didn't work either. So Hrothgar was all excited trying to summon people because he wanted help. He wanted the help. He needed the help. But sure enough, they never came. Hrothgar was alone in this world with one other person, the Ace of Skulls, I believe it said. I can't really read. I'm illiterate. And so Hrothgar was like, oh, this is not good. No, the summoning failed. Fuck me. And so he ran around and he was like, okay, where'd he go? I don't know where he went. He must have went this way. There's dead bodies. Where'd he go? Where? Is he up here? No, is he? Oh, fuck, he's not here. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. And so Hrothgar was all excited, and he just followed the man because clearly he knew best. So Hrothgar was running and running and running and running, and oh, look, another knight. You know what this knight needs? More backstabbing. And backstab they did until the man died. And so he was going to summon Solaire when holy shit, he got invaded again. Oh god, he's being chased. Run, Hrothgar, run. And so that's what Hrothgar did, and he was like, oh fuck, I gotta get to the fog wall. Oh, and so that's what Hrothgar did. He ran for the fog wall. And he made it all the way there, and he saw a summon sign. So he ran down the summon, and then he ran right through the fog wall. But sure enough, the summon totally killed off that other dark invader. So Hrothgar felt a little awkward about that because, well, you know, he ran all the way to the fog wall for nothing. And so we said, you know what? Today is the day. I've got 2 summons. I've got all these fireballs that are not hitting Ornstein. And I am going to kill Ornstein and Smo. And it's going to be awesome. And so that's what Hrothgar did. He just kept throwing fire. He was just chucking it like a motherfucker when this guy came in and helped. And Solaire was like, Solaire was dead. He wasn't here. Hrothgar was like, holy shit, I'm so glad I picked these guys because they're clearly badasses. And then one of them died, and Hrothgar felt very bad because he should have saved his ass with an Estes, but he didn't. He apologizes for that still to this day. And Hrothgar said, all right, I got this. Let me just throw some sunlight spears, just all the sunlight into this guy's asshole. The fucking executioner's an asshole, and he's just got a big-ass hammer. Let me just drink to everybody's health. Drinks for everybody, shots, and he just kept drinking, and he was like, oh my god, everybody, if you're not getting drunk, get the fuck out the club, I believe was the exact words that Hrothgar used as he drank so much. And he just saw all the butt bounces, and he was like, you know what, butt stomps ain't shit to me, I'm Hrothgar. And so he just stabbed these guys, and he just kept stabbing. I mean, this is really the way to kill man, is to just repeatedly stab him, and he did. And so he was happy because he succeeded. And he bowed in honor of the man, and he ran away, and he was like, oh, I'm so happy inside that I managed to kill these dudes. He got all teary-eyed and high-pitched when he said that. And he ran back, and he was like, time to see some big tits. That's really what I'm going to say. Oh, yes. And so Hrothgar knelt down, and he was like, oh, I'm so happy inside. I got the Lord Vessel, and I can warp. I'm going to leave. I'm leaving you now. I'm warping all the way back to Firelink. And he was like, Firelink's not able to be lit. You know what I should do? Yay, she's back. The Firekeeper's back. I'm so happy inside because now Firekeeper's forever. And so Hrothgar finally managed to do this, and he said, you know what? I got a fire. I'm happy. I'm warping. And so he leveled up first, though, because he said, you know what? Levels are important. And you know what? He forgot that he had to do one other very important thing, and it was not talk to this guy. But he did that, too, because it was important. Because he talked to him, and he was like, oh, let me borrow your shit from you. And then he ran up, and he said, all right, here we go. Up we go. And we're dancing. And he danced his way through the elevator. And he got up to the top, and he was like, yay, fuck you guys. I'm not even going to fight you. Because, oh, shit, I wasn't supposed to go this way, but whatever. I'm going down. And then I realized I need to go up because I needed to go do something else. So Hrothgar ran back and was like, all right, sorry, guys. I apologize. Backstabs for everybody to make up for it. And we're just going to go. He didn't actually make good on that promise. He only backstabbed one of those guys. Even when he's not being an asshole, he's being an asshole. And so Hrothgar ran and he dropped down and he said, oh, fuck, I lit myself on fire. And then he was like, oh, but I'm nearly there. And bonfire, yay, he disappeared. And here we go. Oh, Solaire's back. You're not dead, Solaire. Good job. Oh, let me talk to you. Oh, yes, I love listening to you talk, Solaire. Oh, yay, 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 yay. Offer all the sunlight metals. That's what he did. He offered 4 or 5 sunlight metals at this point, trying to get that extra miracle, which he never got. That was a moment of silence for the miracle that Hrothgar will never be able to obtain. He ran around, stabbing more dudes, big shocker, and then decided, you know what, I need to just dodge some arrows, and then I need to go into this place, because there's one thing left to do before this chronicle of Hrothgar's life ends. He said, I need to kill a Hydra. That's right, Hrothgar had one goal in mind left. It was to kill a Hydra, the unbackstabbable creature. He hated it. He couldn't backstab it. What kind of creature doesn't let you backstab it, Hrothgar thought as he ran down the stairs and ran down more stairs, ran back up the stairs and ran down them again. Hrothgar was very excited. He wanted nothing more than to stab that creature. So Hrothgar was ready. But he couldn't backstab the creatures. He was very upset. He didn't like this place. There's no backstabs available to him. And this creature that he was going to kill, the Hydra, he couldn't stab it in the back. He couldn't even stab that monster to death. But he let that go. It didn't matter to him. He didn't care. He picked up some shit from some guy who had died. He was rather sad about that. He felt bad just leaving a dead dude's body. And he stabbed another Sorty McDoucheson brother. One of the few that appeared in this, and he said, you know what, I'm going to burn him to death, and that's exactly what he did. So he ran down, and he was like, oh, wait, I'm on a bonfire now. I should probably, repair my things, and then equip the right magic, because I didn't have the right one equipped. And so Hrothgar was all ready. He was running out, and he said, there's not much time left. I have to kill this monster. I just have to backstab it, but I can't backstab it. What the fuck will I do? And so Hrothgar ran out, and he said, all right, you know what, I'm not going to fuck around. I'm going to kill these crystal monsters. And so he threw fire at them, and then he stabbed them a couple of times, and they died. And Hrothgar was like, this is good. This is going well. This is the epitome of going well. I've killed off the monsters. The fucking things are here, and I'm all ready to go. And I'm running out into the center, and I'm all ready. And it's the final countdown. Oh, I got one of them. Oh, I got a head. I'm gonna stab it to death. This is going. What the fuck is that creature doing here? Fuck me. All right. It's okay. It's dead now. Oh fuck. Oh, another one appeared and killed me. So Hrothgar was very upset at this point. His glorious kill of the Hydra had been upset by some fucking crystal monsters that he didn't even want to talk to. They just fucking appeared and tried to kill him, and, well, they succeeded in killing him. So Hrothgar was bitter about this, and he said, you know what? Kill a motherfucker. I'm going to get all these guys, and they're all going to die because, well, that's what I do. And I do it well. And so Hrothgar stabbed the men to death, and the crystal monsters just started fighting before him. Two of them ganged up, and they said, you know what, Hrothgar will die this day, and on this day we shall go into battle. And they did all this as they approached, and Hrothgar was like, what the fuck is wrong with you two? Nobody's going, you're not going to kill me. I'm Hrothgar. And so that's exactly what happened. He stabbed the two men to death. The poor crystal beasts with the giant crystals protruding out of their backs were just freaking their shit as they got stabbed several times to their deaths. Hrothgar healed on their dead bodies as he ran away and was like, alright, time to kill me a motherfucking Hydra. He waited and he ran out to the center. He recovered his own body parts and shit and souls. And it was like, time to stab some Hydra heads. And that's exactly what he did. The Hydra had one attack and one attack only besides spitting water. It was diving face first into ground. And so Hrothgar took it very well to just say, well, you know what? If you're going to dive face first into the ground, I'm going to stab your heads as they come into the ground. And that's what Hrothgar did. It was an epic battle. Hrothgar dived around and he stabbed and he stabbed and he dodged and he dodged and he danced and he danced and he stabbed some more, making sure that nobody could escape his wrath. And then he said, you know what? This is kind of taking too long. I've got most of the heads here, and these heads are pretty good at dodging. Oh, wait, this one's pretty bad at it. There we go. All right. You know what? Oh, there we go. I got one more. Okay. This is getting a bit complicated. Oh, man, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated, Hrothgar asked, as the heads just kept flying around, and he got one more, and then he was like, you know what? Fuck it. Lightning spears for everybody. And so he chucked spears, and he continued to chuck spears. And Hrothgar said, on this day you shall die, Hydra. Break down this wall. That's like the third JFK reference. And Hrothgar was like, I love JFK, and this thing's dead. And so he said, all right. We are all good. We are ready for the next chronicle of this adventure. And so Hrothgar ran. He ran down again, all the way down to the bottom of the basin, and he said, you know what? I think I'm going to warp to Anor Londo. And so Hrothgar did. He said, there's only a very, very tiny couple of things standing between me and my objective. And so he rested at the bonfire, and he ran away, and he said, all right, wait, you know what? Let me do something really quick. He realized that he forgot something very important, so he teleported back to Firelink, and he said, all right, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And he talked to the man, and he said, oh, yeah, go back down, there's pyromancies, and it's cool and shit. It's going to be awesome, go for it. And so then he had to stab Firekeeper Frampt to keep him awake, and he was like, yeah, Firekeeper Frampt, this is cool, take me down. And so that's what Firekeeper Frampt did, and he was like, well, you know what, this is pretty good. And so sure enough, Firekeeper Frampt spit him out, and he threw him into the Firelink altar, and he said, all right, there we go. Firelink's good. Up we go. Oh, my God, all the way back to Anor Londo. And Hrothgar said, I am ready. I am ready. And on this day, he ran out, and he said, okay, how you doing, lady? Hey, this is great. All right, cool. And then he ran out, and he was like, all right, this is going to go well. It's going to go well. Today's going to be my day, the last day. And so Hrothgar ran out, and he stabbed a dude, and he was like, okay, well, this went well. You know what? I don't need to fight him. And so he ran away. And Hrothgar ran all the way up, and he said, there's a pig up ahead. This pig must die. So he was like, what's up, bitch? Let me taunt you. And then he ran at the pig, and he was like, oh, this pig's going to die, bitch. I'm going to kill this fucking pig. And sure enough, Hrothgar did not succeed. The pig killed him. It was embarrassing. Hrothgar cried a little bit that night. And he got back up and he was like, all right, here we go. I'm going to get the pig this time. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. Let me look out there. It looks beautiful. So Hrothgar ran and he said, well, let me die between your legs. See you later, fucker. And Hrothgar ran and he ran and he ran and he ran. And he said, all right, time to fight this motherfucking pig. And sure enough, he recovered his shit and the pig fought him and he didn't win. Hrothgar burned the pig inside of its own fucking armor because pig wearing armor, that makes sense. And Hrothgar drank and he said, all right, this pig's going to die. This pig's going to die too. This one up here, I'm not going to let him live. He's going to die. And so Hrothgar got ready. He replaced his pyromancy flame with a talisman and he threw Firekeeper spears and oh my God, lightning spears, not Firekeeper spears. And Hrothgar killed him and oh my God, the pig was dead. And so Hrothgar sat down, he bowed and he was ready for the next chronicle of his life. And that's where one story begins. The next story begins where this one ends. Goodbye!